All right, greetings everyone. Hope all of you. Oops, one second. I just realized all my lights aren't on. There we go. Now my light should be on, and hey, we're almost looking correct. There we go. That's a little bit better. Booyah! How's everybody doing today? Hope all of you have been having an absolutely fantastic day. I got no complaints over on my side. Pretty chill day at work, all things considered. Just biding my time until Saturday, y'all. Biding my time until Saturday. Star, what's up, dude? Yeah, I started up the stream, and then OBS gave me some errors about encoding and saying the encoding is off and yada, yada, yada. So I killed the stream, restarted my computer, and now I'm not getting any of those error messages. So seems like it's okay. What's up, Silver? How are you? What's up, Baras? Watch for an hour? No problem, dude. Appreciate you while you're here. What's up, Lennon? How are you, dude? Having a good evening? That's awesome. What's up, Clay? Finally caught alive. It's going to be a chill night tonight. Hope your day was great, brother. I got no complaints, man. My day was pretty good. Hope you can say the same. Good to see you, man. What's up, Chris? I know I told you I had to lose count. Does it interest you? I saw that you responded, Lennon, but I didn't see the actual comment, so I can't answer you yet. Probably have to do that tomorrow morning. No content or stream yesterday made me sad. I had actually planned to stream, and then my wife said, hey, I'd like to go through months worth of mail that we've stacked up in the house because I'm going to try to get it all shredded tomorrow. Would you help me? And I was like, yes, darling, of course I'll help you. So I spent hours helping her sort through mail and then helped her transport it to the shredder and all that kind of stuff, and took up my entire evening. But at the end of the evening, she felt very happy and very seen and very supported. So I was like, it's all worth it. And now I'm back. Yeah, I think it happens. OBS does things sometimes, Star. It is what it is. If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pilot by
I haven't been able to check out Dune Awakening at all. I've got so many other things going on in regards to the channel, and usually I don't cover MMOs, and I don't really cover survival games. So at some point I'll probably check it out, but I haven't had the opportunity yet. What is a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Star, some of my builds will still work, but the patch has changed some of the mechanics. So some of those builds are definitely outdated. I received a comment today saying, man, when are we going to get more Wrath of the Righteous builds? And I'm like, who's asking for Wrath of the Righteous builds at this point? I hadn't even thought about doing that. I got so many other things going on. I probably wouldn't do it anytime soon, but I did tell the channel that I would update those builds at one point, and I never got around to doing that. So maybe one day I will. Then if I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
That sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it.
Star, if you're talking about the new series of builds that I did for my Gold Dragon run, those are all definitely up to date. Something know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
That take on General Hospital. Where are you from? How'd you get into this line of work?
Oh, come on. That stuff's boring.
Okay.
Shall we get back to mischief or what?
Your background will be revealed soon enough. All right.
No complaints here.
Your music, Camellia at range? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, on normal difficulty, you can do what you want anyway. What's up, Pepsi? How are you, dude? All right, never mind. That's all she's got to say. She's the one who has that sword for disinfecting equipment. It's distressed. This is for gauze, scalpels for wounds, and handheld laser wands for a flawless complexion. Steady hand, some of that. All right. And nope, that's where we just came into. And let's check with you.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Wasn't there something I need to update on you? Update with you about? Nope. All right, fine. Hope that Avowed gets DLC soon. They said in a couple of months or so. I forgot what the specific timeline was, but they definitely announced when, around when they would be releasing DLC for the game. So you shouldn't have to wait too long. But I wouldn't say it's right around the corner either. All right, and we'll go in. Is this? Hey, Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Rough. Come on now. That's not exactly the way that went. What's up, Cheese? Just beat Doom Dark Ages on Nightmare. Whoa! Loving your new gaming laptop? That's awesome, dude. So overall, did you enjoy the Doom experience? What's up, AJ? Yeah, I would recommend this game. I think it's pretty freaking cool. What's up, Nathan? I'm enjoying this game so far, for sure. I'm going to release a video in another day or so, walking through some of my early thoughts so far after playing this. File new stream. Yeah, what's up, Darbo? Sorry, I was getting errors in OBS, so I had to restart the stream. Oh, you plan to replace Camellia with someone else? Oh, I got you. That makes sense. Message for Lando. Blaine. Rest of the you know what to you know who. Sorry for the secrecy. You never know who's reading this. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. Risk my neck. Oh, she's talking about that medicine. Okay, cool. Tennyson. This is it. Just seeing it hums real. Oh, is this the? That's the poem. She said to what's her name? You know, like I think about Isabel. Turn the route. Search for the Hephaestus mine. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. So acquire the science weapon on Skilla. Okay. But there is another one on Groundbreaker. I wonder where that one is. How do I get to that one? All right.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Uh-oh. Where am I? I am currently on the Groundbreaker. Whereas the place that I need to go, where is it? Hold on. Main quest. The logs. No. Past anywhere. Nav key. She's the job. There we go. I need to go to Terra 2. Oh, you're right. So before I went to Edgewater, this time I need to go to Roseway. That's the way it is. Okay. So let's do it. When you say better than Fallout, are you referring to Fallout 3 or New Vegas? Because I never played Fallout 1 and 2. If that's your question, I definitely don't think it's as good as New Vegas. If we're going to compare it to Fallout 3, it's probably better for me because I prefer party-based games. And if I remember correctly, Fallout only allowed you to have one party, Fallout 3 rather, only allowed you to have one party member at a time. And party members were very clearly not the focus of the overall game, right? So that doesn't appeal as much to me as a person who really enjoys having party members that you can have full relationships with, conversations with. They get their own mechanics, party member quests, things of that nature. I feel like, if I remember correctly, Fallout didn't give you all that. And so I'd probably, I think it compares very well to Fallout 3, but Fallout New Vegas, not so much. Fallout New Vegas was just on a whole nother level.
Do return in one piece, Captain.
Yep, no problem, AJ. What's up, Theo? What's up, Lightning? How are you, dude? Yeah, Outer Worlds. Oh, it's one of your top RPGs? Yeah, people just asking me about it. I'm saying I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Yeah, definitely, Silver. It's a fun game for sure. Fallout 3's writing is atrocious. I don't remember it well enough. I just remember that I felt like New Vegas was...
Paperwork or ticketing or what all?
Yeah, apparently there's something going on down here, darling. I just remember feeling like Fallout New Vegas was vastly superior to the experience. But I don't remember how I felt about the writing. All right. And why is it that Spacer's Choice is not allowing me to buy certain things? I swear I had maxed out my stock with them. Oh, there's some things I need to break down too. Oh, well. Fallout 3, 76. How is 76 one of your faves? I just don't understand the people who say that. Now, mind you, I understand there's been a bunch of patches and that supposedly that improved the situation to some degree, but still, I do not understand. What's over here? Hey, lockpicks. Oh, look at that. Never too much ammo. And looks like that's it, all right? So what is the deal? We got this. Oh, there's only a couple of things around here. All right, well, I guess we'll just go for it. Wait, this is not, here we go. The doom that came. Forward is where we need to go. Excellent, let's do it. What are you?
Spit out. What sort of creature, other than humans, would be so wasteful?
Tactical shotgun, that's new. Like that. All right, let's slow it down. Do a little quick save before we start searching through this. Ooh. Oh. Oh, you're already dead. Excellent. You new signs of things in your captain's room. He's trying to do major stuff in this game. Embers is absolutely amazing all the way around for sure. Oh, you like Crusader so far? That's awesome. It's not an RPG really. Choice and consequences in an MMO cannot really happen. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I don't particularly care for MMOs. Is there a way for me to shut you off, or here? Maybe it's that, oh, that doesn't blow up? Oh, well. All right, fine. Let's not worry about it. Didn't I see something? Yeah. Nothing over there. Never had an issue when it came out like other people. I enjoyed not having NPCs to just explore. And yeah, see, glad it appealed to you. I just knew that would not appeal to me. I saw those trailers and I was like, this is a easy pass. Easy for me to say, nah. That is not the Fallout experience I'm looking for. But it definitely worked for some people. You're not the first person I've heard say, hey, I really enjoyed Fallout 76. So glad some of you got the experience you were looking for, but easy pass for me. And I understand that it has more NPCs, right? Like they changed some of it around, but you know, once I've made a decision that a game is not for me and I have no interest in playing it, it's very difficult for me to turn that around and say, you know what, maybe I should give this a chance. I think part of the reason why is I don't come to that decision easily. Like I usually don't write off games, even if I'm not convinced that it's like a day one purchase for me. That still doesn't make me say, a no, I'm definitely not going to get this. But if I've come to that conclusion that, yeah, this is definitely not for me, it's very difficult for me to turn that around. Like I spoke in my last video about I'm not really all that excited about Death Stranding 2, you know, because I never bothered to play Death Stranding 3. The trailers for it were just too weird for me. Like it just did not at all look like the type of experience I would enjoy. And so I let that go. And even though there were a lot of people who raved about that game, I was never moved to give it a try, because in my mind, I'm like, nah, I've written this off. This is not an experience that I would enjoy, period. Yeah, Crusader gives you more weapon focused feats than you would get as regular cleric. That's part of the reason, that's part of the appeal for sure. Notice you are heavily in favor of romances in games. Outside The Witcher 3, usually I don't care for it. Notice I topic these days, was wondering what your thoughts were. I really enjoy the romances in Witcher 3. I really love the romances in previous Owlcat games. So both Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous has some of my favorite all-time romances. Baldur's Gate 2 is also one. Jaheira, I'm a big fan of, and I've heard great things about the Drow lady that you can, Victoria, that you can romance as well. Big reason that I'm so loyal to BioWare is I felt like they did a great job with romances in not only the Baldur's Gate games, but Knights of the Old Republic, Jade Empire, the Mass Effect series, and the Dragon Age series. So those are the type of games that I think of when I say I really enjoy romances in games. Strongly agree. There have been other companies who have put romances in their games, and oftentimes it is corny. It can bring the game down. You know, it's not something that's automatically great, you know? So I've definitely had experiences where there's a romance there, and I felt like, you know what, this is just not all that great. That's honestly kind of, no, I wouldn't go like all the way with it, but it's kind of how I feel about Pillars of Eternity Deadfire. I'm not a fan of those romances. They feel very kind of forced in. To me, at least, the romances felt like they were made by people who are not really interested in having romances in their game. And if you're not interested in romance in your game, I'd rather you just not put it in. Just let it go. You know, if you're not going to do it right, then just don't do it at all. So it's hard for me to think of other games where I felt the same way, but while I do really enjoy romances, I'm not of the opinion that they're always a great thing. They're not. Well, 76 was, what's going on, boy? No go day one? Yeah, exactly. See, I feel exactly the same way. If I want to play a multiplayer Fallout, you just boot up the new Vegas co-op mode. Oh, nice. What's up, Abandonment? What's up, Poe? Yeah, I mentioned Mass Effect. Mass Effect is definitely on the list. See, I didn't like The Witcher. I think that company is overrated. When you say that company, do you mean CDPR? Why do you feel like CDPR is overrated?
Carry on.
Ooh, there's some different music here. Tactical shotguns.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just a fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them.
What do you feel about 76? People's top is how I feel about Cybertalk 2077. Really, Star? It was buggy at release, and while I can notice appreciate the way they fixed the game and changed the game, it's good now. Let the sour taste in your mouth. So, Star, have you played that recent Cyberpunk DLC that everybody keeps raving about? And did you see they announced they're going to add another patch for the game? CDPR is top tier for you? Nice. Just don't see the hype in their games. The cities in Witcher 3 still the best in gaming? I wouldn't agree with that. I feel like they have very large cities that look cool, but the amount of reactivity in those cities is kind of lacking. Like there's a ton of buildings you can't go into. You can't actually steal from anybody. Like it's hard to commit a crime in those cities. So I feel like it's a step in the right direction, and it's definitely better than a lot of the other cities we see in gaming. But I wouldn't consider it top tier, to be honest with you. Cyberpunk 27 is in its current state is one of the best games of our era. That I do not disagree with. A lot of great Polish devs, and they're all RPG fans in some way. Yeah, I appreciate it, since RPGs are my personal favorite. Time to find 100 tactical shotguns in this area. Nice. What were you doing outside?
What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac.
What's up, Judge Dredd? So when you say that, have you played the current version of Cyberpunk, or are you relating that based on the version it was at launch? And what makes you say that it's hollow? You said the wraps broke loose. Did you have them caged up? What's up, Billy? How are you, man? Have you ever played Detroit Become Human? No, I haven't. Although I actually heard that game was pretty decent. Can you tell me what can you tell me about them?
Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating.
Really? What do they taste like?
Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound woolly cow.
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
Wow. I'm gonna take a look around.
Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Wow. All right. Well, that was interesting. We already came from over there. Let's see what's around here. I don't know what they're going to need help with, but I'm sure the guy in charge will be able to tell me. Nope. Looks like nothing back here, I guess. None but sprouts, and I'm not interested in sprouts. Ah, here we go. Ooh, that was stealing. All right, nobody to see me. Got to keep that in mind. Don't just pick up things all willy-nilly around this here place. All right, now I know. This is the main area. Ooh, what's this? What's going on here? This is all a bunch of stealing. Oh, man, there's a guy here. Okay. What's up with you?
Outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish.
Definitely
this,
play
will
some
you?
story decision type games like Detroit and
Make it
Until
quick,
Dawn.
please.
I've never even heard of Until Dawn. What's that? You love them. They're very fun to watch. You can even put up polls for huge choices. Become Human is definitely a game that I plan to play. I didn't want to be V either. Want to be my own person. What's up, Vlad? How are you? How far? I'm not sure what you're asking. Do you romance Trish or Yen? I prefer Yen. I'm actually curious to find out if there's supposed to be a canon ending for Witcher 4. Seems like they're forcing you into the ending of Witcher 3 where Ciri becomes a Witcher. And so this also brings up the question of, is there a canon ending for who Geralt romances? I'm thinking it would be Trish, because if I remember correctly, at the end of Witcher 3, if you romance Trish, you all settle in Kavir. So when I redo the story, I might have to go ahead and romance Trish. But if you ask who I personally prefer, it's Yennefer. What are you talking about?
Aren't you with the brutes that attacked our lab?
Roseway is probably your favorite section. Oh, really? The music is really freaking cool. I'm here to help. Someone sent out a distress call.
Oh, well, good luck.
You don't know anything about it? The scientist seems to have forgotten you're there. Who are you anyway?
I am Orson Shaw, Chief
Wow.
Behavioral Scientist.
Story is bland. The enemies are all hits. Scan. The side quests are all fetch quests. The NPCs are just programmed to walk around. So it does nothing feels alive to you. What'd you learn?
They are in
Oh, you finished Tyranny Abandonment? That's awesome. Had an absolute blast. I was playing a sword shield, his favorite loyalist. That's awesome. Tyranny is such great fun. I had a great time live streaming that on the channel. So unfortunate we might never get a sequel for it. So your research amounted to nothing?
Not quite. We are now acutely
Romance both? Nah. I don't want that outcome. I'm straight. The head, I never would have thought of that.
That may seem like an obvious conclusion, but believe
Oh, you asked, what do you think about Outer Worlds for now? Oh, I'm enjoying Outer Worlds so far. Much more than I did the first time that I played. The first time I played, I was like, this is all right. I'm not sure if I would do this again. It wasn't all that great. It felt like half a game. And I'm not sure if I'm enjoying Outer Worlds now more because I'm older and I've played more games, and so I have a greater appreciation of what this game does, or if it's because this is a Spacer's Choice edition and so many things have been smoothed out, upgraded, made better, and so that overall I'm having a better experience. Might be a combination of the two, but regardless, definitely having a good time. If you run a riot from your capacitor there, you could bypass that circuit and save a little power. Nice!
Why, yes. I suppose I could.
Definitely, yeah. She's the main love interest of the book, so they're literally bound together by a wish. Well, they don't have to be. Matt Mendo, what's going on? Appreciate you following me over on Twitch. Life is Strange. You know what? There's a guy on my channel, Brian, who swears by Life is Strange. He actually gifted me a copy of Life is Strange. So at some point, we're going to live stream that as well. Until Dawn started all those games. It's one of those, if not the best decision-based game of its genre. It's a horror game that feels like you're watching a horror slasher, but underneath you find out about Wendigos and they start hunting. The whole game is fantastic and very fun. That's interesting. I don't remember hearing it about it at all. Man, I love your vibe, man. I bought Tyranny the other week, but I haven't started because I'm still playing Pillars of Eternity 2. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, 2 good games, man. Hope you're having fun. Glad you've been enjoying the channel, dude. Roseway is optional. Yep, but I want to do everything that I can. Need a hand?
No. Well, yes. Well.
Hey, what's up, Hardcore? How are you, man? Now, I'm a big fan of the redheads, but Yennefer is special for me. Yennefer is not only one of my favorite romances, but as far as like having a look I like Yennefer has one of the best looks and affects for a person you could romance in the game. To me, in like all the games, she's like top five. And you know, it kind of turned me off the way I felt like CDPR didn't respect your choice when it came to Trish. Like, I played the first Witcher before the rest of them, right? So I played 1, 2, and 3 in order. And for those of you who played 1, you have the option of actually turning your back on Trish and basically telling her, I want nothing to do with you. I think you're cruel. And instead getting with this doctor chick. Well, in Witcher 2, they completely retcon that. They completely retcon that decision. No matter what happens, you wake up, you start Witcher 2 in the bed with Trish, and the doctor chick is long gone, dumped you, whatever. And I hated that. I really, really felt insulted because it was a big deal in Witcher 1 when you shut Trish down like that. And so for CDPR to just say, we don't care, we're just going to do this, I wasn't a fan. And then, of course, it was an even bigger turnoff from 2 to 3 when they completely ignored the Yorvith side of the game and basically forced you to go in the other direction and left all those characters by the wayside. I hated that. And to this day, I personally feel like Witcher 3 is best experienced by itself. I do not feel like Witcher 3 is better if you have played Witcher 1 and 2, because it's very, very easy for you to have made some decisions or done some things where you're going to feel like your experience and the choices you made were basically retconned by the devs in like a really, really hardcore or I can't look over this type of way. Like, BioWare retconned some decisions with Mass Effect, but most of them was like small things. Most of them was like, all right, this is kind of annoying, but it's not really ruining the whole experience for me. Like in one, they made it seem like a big deal what you did with the Arachnite Queen, right? Whereas when you get to 3, it don't really matter that much. Is that annoying? Yeah, it's annoying. I was really looking forward to how that was all going to work out, but it didn't really destroy the experience for me. Completely ignoring that I sided with Yorvith against Roach and tried to help the elves and the dwarves and what's her name to free themselves and bring all those people up. Shutting down that whole sequence, which takes like 10, 20 hours to go through, and forcing people into something completely different. Witcher 3, man, major annoyance for me. Did not like that at all. Did not appreciate that at all. Spacer Choice Edition. Difference only in visual and level cap. I didn't think that was true. I thought they also addressed some of the bugs and issues in the game, right? What's up, Sierra? Even don't get a sequel. I love that at least there's something for the world of tyranny. I agree, something to assuage some of the people who really enjoyed it.
I need those schematics to modify it to output.
Really like Jennifer because she reminds me of my ex. She grew on you over time. That's hilarious. Most people would say she reminds me of my ex. That's why I don't like her.
Follow the road. It'll be on the left.
Saskia, exactly. Saskia is the one who they ignore. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Come on, you got to be kidding me. Sure, I'll see what I can find. That was crazy to me that they just ignored that. Crazy to me. And to be honest, it makes it a little annoying that Cyberpunk keeps getting all these patches and updates, right? I'm like, y'all should have been doing these same types of patches and updates for Witcher 3 and get us our Saskia and Yorvis quest up in there.
Blast. Well, good luck.
Not even a dialogue option, exactly. CDPR probably knew no one would play the dated games. I guess. Does this dude have anything else to say?
Good, we're in.
Y'all chill over there.
Sure.
What's this? Oh, steel heavy machine gun. There we go. Got all that. We good? Nope, not quite. There we go. Oh, more here. He's got quite the stash back here. All right, we're good now. And let me make sure you have nothing else to say. No, are you again?
Behavior. Wait. Yes, I'm quite sure we
Nice.
Have you retrieved?
Can't believe we are getting a Marvel anime fighting game. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. It looks sick. It looks absolutely sick. Really, really freaking cool. Oh, that's right. I should have put this flamethrower. I know I'm not gonna use it, so I should probably sell it. That's what I should do. You know what? And I'm not gonna use you either, right? I'm only gonna use you or you. And I guess I'll keep the science weapon around right now. The rest of this, you I'm gonna, I'm gonna do that. Pristine, so we'll keep that around. You're unique, we'll keep you around. You are none, you gone, you're gone. You're gone, you're gone. Security blade, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Heavy machine gun. I don't remember whether the light machine gun or the heavy machine gun is better. I mean, I've been updating these a ton. Knockback. Wait. Oh, he's using heavy machine gun. What is she using? She's using a light machine gun. Right, and so I wonder if I should be trying to get some heavy machine guns on. I'm gonna keep that around. the hell is CDPR going to do about that decision? Which one remake? This is an excellent question. I have no idea. Leto or Letho, something like that. That's the guy Witcher 2 Assassinates Kings. Yeah, the decision to let him go is respected in Witcher 3, and actually, he's really, really awesome in Witcher 3. Definitely, for sure. Roseway has a lot of different decision pathways to definitely pay attention to dialogue options and character motivations. Will do, Billy. What's your favorite faction to side with in New Vegas? I don't remember the factions well. I just remember loving them. But I did do a whole playthrough where I sided with Kaiser. It felt supremely evil. Supremely evil. Yeah, hardcore mode, supposedly they're about to add mod support to the game, which I'm sure many people would be happy about. Okay, as much as it pains me, I think we're gonna go ahead and let this go. There we go, and break that down. Am I still wearing, yeah, I still got Marauder outfit, right? And it's only 14, gives me more tech skills. What's that? Ooh, engineering plus 15. Medical plus 5, I'm never using that. I'm not using this either. Dialogue skills. I forgot to put that hat in storage as well. So we got stealth skills, dialogue skills, tech skills. That's what it already has, right? So we don't need the tech skills. Melee weapon, no. Oops, wait, this is pristine. $11, I'm straight. No. Yeah, no, we good on that. And we're good on this. Okay. And that honestly didn't do a whole lot for me. Where is, okay, that's junk. What is this considered? Oh, those quests. All right, fine. While Heavy Rain was the start of them, Until Dawn really propelled the decision story-based game. So was Until Dawn like a much older game? Can't get in here. Ooh. Almost got caught. Okay, did that. That's still the main operator place. 17th bar vendor discovered. You're just a regular corporate trooper. What are you? Regular scientist, corporate technician. Okay. And you're a scientist. Transition back out if I wanted to. Not yet. I will soon. I'm not going to steal there because it seems like I'd probably be asking for trouble.
I told you, you're staying put.
Well, damn.
We can stop this. Only thing stopping them beasts is high caliber kinetics. If we close the vent shaft, we can contain that.
It sounds like he's explaining this to an imbecile.
What a delightfully dingy establishment.
Bro, how many times do I have to explain this to
I don't
you?
think you're supposed to be wandering around.
What's up, coworker? No, I'm not playing an ultra evil character right now.
Shoot yourself before you go. Something for the road,
Until Dawn
maybe?
is 2015. Seem eager to get rid of me.
I don't really know you. Roseway.
What's up, Ryan? You're playing it on Supernova? Crap.
Stands to reason
Ammo scarce.
spy of some sort.
Hopefully once I get a vendor, I get enough.
Then
I think
again,
you're meant to
there's
use
nothing in my
different weapon
contract that
types,
says I
not
can't
to stick with
work
one.
spies. Your bits are the same as anybody else's.
It's impressive how many different ways you can play this game despite the small scope and budget. Yeah, it really, it's really kind of open. Came out around the release of the PS4. Got time for some questions? Probably not.
Not like I get many customers.
You ever get tired of serving Auntie Cleo products?
Can't say I do. Annie Cleo products satisfy all of our nutritional needs. At least they used to. My folks filled their whole pantry with all sorts of Annie Cleo products.
Pepsi, I'm super excited for the Owlcat announcement. I actually got a video coming out tomorrow morning ranking the top predictions you all have been providing on what the game is probably going to be. But I honestly have no idea what it's going to be, so very, very excited to find that out. Star, I prefer Space is Trash, personally.
Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, reestablished.
Call of Duty Owlbear didn't stop it.
Corporate's still deliberating.
That'd be so wild and awesome if it turns out Owlcat comes completely from left field with a game none of us are expecting.
7 years. Exciting times.
I'm excited for tomorrow's Summer's Game Fest as well. I'll be live streaming it. How do you make any money with so few people in town?
Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Corporate still sends us the occasional shipment of necessities.
Did you watch the Outer Worlds secret level episode on Amazon? There's an Exodus level 2. No, I didn't. Was it good?
Himself to an early grave or raptidons running wild. Corporate won't acknowledge we ever existed.
What's up, Rock? City Entertainment Game, they need to do romance options like BG3. I think Obsidian is pretty settled on never doing romances.
Sure. You need something
to be honest with you.
Blood out your clothes?
A Terminator CRPG would go hard. No question. Terminator is definitely one of my favorite sci-fi franchises. So a Terminator CRPG, I'd honestly be all about it. No question. Repair. Oh, no. I don't need to spend money. Is this? Nope, I'm not selling that. Why do I have so much weight? What is weighing me down so much? It's gotta be this stuff, right? I think I'm to the point that I have to start selling some of this stuff. Wait, okay. Because it's not giving me a, oh, you know what, here. Here's what I could do. Oh, well, that's one thing I could do. But I can also just start adding times 100. Do I really have 100 of those bad boys? I do, because I almost never heal. All right. Where every NPC is ultra thirsty. Where you could play the robots. That'd be nice. Do you prefer a shorter, more replayable RPG or a huge, long one? Me personally, I like the huge, long ones. Unless the short, replayable ones is really, really good. Like technically, Mass Effect is like a shorter, replayable game compared to the long, epic games that I usually like to play. But I love it so much that it doesn't matter, you know? So if it's on that level, then cool. But I definitely prefer more meaty games. But at the same time, games can absolutely be too long. So, you know, I'm a big fan of let the devs do what they feel is right for their game, you know? Like, if a dev feels like it's longer is better, cool. But if they cut it short, I don't trip.
Dr. Von Cortez.
This is against Sky that has a cool CRPG dynamic to it. I'd be down. A CRPG about, hey, Skynet is already here and we got to fight back against it. 100% down for that. My only problem is I feel like I doubt that's the direction it's going, because a Terminator game, you probably want to have like Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, a couple of other people. That's a lot of money to secure their involvement. You know, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Like, one of the properties a lot of people have mentioned is Firefly. And I love Firefly. I thought it was awesome. But at the same time, I think Firefly worked because of the actors and the characters, not so much the world. The world was awesome. There was some incredible world building building. But I think if you're trying to draw Firefly fans into a game version, you would have to bring those actors back. That's expensive as all hell. And so I don't feel like Outcast's doing that. So I'm going to kind of knock down Firefly and say, I don't think that's what's going to be announced. Congo, what's going on, man? Appreciate the $1 donation, dude. Hope you're doing well. Easy buy for sure, Pseudo. Do you think the Pathfinder games are a better version of the BioWare Baldur's Gate games? Better? No. I think they're high quality and equal to them, but I wouldn't say better because I feel like the BioWare games do something that the Pathfinder games don't. What's a game you'd consider to be too long? Rogue Trader. I feel like the final act of Rogue Trader is kind of whack, to be honest with you. And the game would have been better served by you getting to the act before last and then heading into the final area where the boss is. I think that most of what you get in that final act isn't very good. What's up, Ann? How are you? Hi, Davey. Good to see you all. What's up, JV? Want to hurry up if they want to make a Schwarzenegger game? Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, he's not really going to be around for that. Secret Level shows Titus and his group coming in contact with a very powerful chaos being. I should definitely watch that series because I actually heard so many good things about it. Valhalla is way too long. They could have cut that game in half. In half. Where were you when the Outlaws attacked?
Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not just blown fuses.
I don't necessarily disagree, Abandonment. Act 3 too long, Act 4 too short.
I have to get back to work.
No job's worth dying for.
Dr. Crane might say otherwise. Me? When those guys started shooting the place up, I was first out the door. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean?
Not until you explain. Details, please.
I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have...
Outcat needs to custom readings. Outcat is committed to making all of their games fully voice acted moving forward.
I don't want to know.
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to enhance your charisma.
Seriously.
What's my biggest Mass Effect hot take? Ashley is the best romance.
It's an aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What?
What is Triple Z?
I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With monarch embargo, the price is sky high. But I'm not making the drug.
It's an aphrodisiac. Does it work?
The results are outside the margin of error. Technically.
Yeah, I really don't want to know anymore. Cut to the chase.
Sure.
You like Pathfinder more than BG3? Just did a 130-hour run of BG3 too. It kind of fell down a bit for me. Why do you like Pathfinder more? Is your issue with Odyssey? Great premise, but it shows a bunch of repetitive grind in between story content. Yeah, padding out the length. I don't appreciate games that waste my time. That's a pet peeve with me. Like, let me just get to what needs to happen and focus on what I want to do, period. Garrett's all the way, Ed. I don't blame you. Garrett's is a great time. Great time. What's up, Mortar? Yeah, the game is definitely still holding up so far. Second lap down the road. And when I get there?
My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself. Dissection tables and whatnot.
It's a good hot take. Thanks, Billy.
Just grab the results and bring them here.
Yeah, Star. Ashley was my favorite romance from the first game, and that kind of carried over to the rest of the series. So to me, having played the first game, I always looked at Tali as a child, even though I know, like, technically she's grown, but to me, when you meet her, she has no knowledge of the world. She's completely naive. I look at her as like the kid sister. So seeing her, even though in Mass Effect 2, it's obvious she's come of age, she's older now, I still see as the kid sister, so it's very hard for me to take her seriously as a romance. I honestly did not like Liara as a character in the first game. So she gets a major glow up in the second game. But again, by the time I get there, I've already chosen Ashley. So of course, since my first run, I've played through the entire series multiple times, and I can see the value in some of the other ones. But in my heart of hearts, Ashley's still the best choice. This stuff is valuable.
If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the
I think by the time you get to the third game, Liara is clearly the canon romance. But I still say Ashley is the best. And I would say Ashley has the best final conversation. Out of all the romances you can have in the Mass Effect series and their final conversation you get in that last game, Ashley has the best one by far. Like, that final conversation with Ashley completely broke me. I had to pause the game and collect myself after that. It was freaking amazing. What's up, lagging? Game is awesome, dude. I'm really enjoying Outer Worlds so far. All right, I'll head up there and keep an eye out.
Great.
Pathfinder definitely has better build diversity than Baldur's Gate 3, and they make it much easier for you to figure out what your build is going to be, because they allow you to actually see what your build is going to be over time. Like, what are you going to get at level up, as opposed to Baldur's Gate 3 that basically makes it a secret that you have to actually select the class in order to find out, which is annoying. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. Okay. Got that. Aaron, what's going on, man? Appreciate the $20, dude. Like your videos and streams. Thank you, man. Glad you've been having a good time. Hopefully I continue to provide you content you enjoy. BG3 has a strong Act 1 and a good villain in Act 2, but Act 3 is kind of messy. Yep, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Liara posts ME1. Can't romance her in ME1. She is so much a 15-year-old teenager. Exactly. A teenager who supposedly is immortal. You know, like, for me, it was a complete turnoff. I'm like, this is not a lady who's almost 100. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes with this. But then in Mass Effect 2, she's freaking amazing. Amazing. It is completely worth it to have romanced her by the time you get to Mass Effect 2. And then again in Mass Effect 3, it definitely comes off as she's the canon choice. Thane is awesome as well, but you know, that's not gonna be a romance that ends in a positive manner. What's up, Prodigal? Came in here, Ashley is the best choice, and I gotta agree. Yeah, see Star, I got people supporting me. So you have a name, but I can't actually talk to you. All right, fine. But to me, Thane is one of the best female specific romances I've ever seen in a game. Like, I thought they did just an incredible job with him. Incredible job. And he's another one who, his final scene, incredible, so beautiful, so well done. Just, man, chef's kiss. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, cool. We're good. Talia and Garrus is the canon relationship. I can never find her attractive since I basically help her go from a child-minded person to a woman. Right, so that's why I can't romance Talia as well. Like, it just doesn't feel right to me. I get it for the people who started with Mass Effect 2. They don't have the same perspective. I get it for them. Didn't New Vegas, Pillars 2, and Avowed have romance? Avowed kind of had romance, not really. Pillars 2 did. I don't remember New Vegas well enough to, I think New Vegas had like really light romance. Right, Avowed didn't count. They drop an Avowed DLC where it's just Gianna romance. I'm copping that immediately. I'm sure. You can't pick Jack. It feels too much like taking advantage of a vulnerable person. I hated the way they did Jack in Mass Effect 3. I thought it was really disrespectful to the fans who were stuck with that romance. Oh, you bought Pathfinder because of my guys? That's awesome. Well, my second playthrough as a barbarian with Devil Mythic Path. Hey, it's my pleasure. Glad you've been enjoying the game. I plan to do the exact same content for Dark Heresy and whatever the heck Owlcat is about to announce on Saturday. What's up, Naka? Thane's death made me cry in real life, and the Citadel DLC bit with his son made me cry again. So well done. Everything about it, so well done. I 100% agree. No shame in that at all. I thought it was way more beautiful and impactful than what I was expecting. Just awesome stuff. And imagine, you know, I preferred Ashley and Liara, so I had so many playthroughs that I did of Mass Effect 1 and 2 in preparation for 3 that I had another one available for Thane, and I was like, all right, I might as well just go ahead and pop this in and see what it's like, and bam, you get hit with one of the most incredible endings for a romance ever. Really cool stuff. All right, let's do a full save of this guy. I don't know about best ending for Thane. Like, I can think of some better ones, you know, where your partner actually makes it to the end. Heard this game doesn't have a romance. It doesn't, lagging. It doesn't. So, you know, when I first played this was one of the things I didn't like about it. I felt like Outer Worlds should really have a romance. Playing it right now, I definitely don't feel like I should be able to romance Parvati. Parvati feels kind of more closed off in that sense, right? And so it'll be interesting to see. You know, we already got most of the party members. The only one missing is a robot, right? Based on the party members we have, I don't really feel like this is a game that needs romance. A game does not always need romance. And I don't feel like it's missing here from what I've experienced thus far. That being said, romance will be very welcome in the sequel, but I think they might have already announced that there will be no romance in the sequel either.
Let's be on with it.
Oh, come on, bro. You just made a mistake. It's okay. Real out, they shock everyone. This new team brings out a great new Mass Effect. There's hope. I'm going to talk about this in the video tomorrow morning. In the video tomorrow morning, I bring up that a lot of you are hoping he's going to be Mass Effect. And I'm like, how? How, y'all? Come on now. They went out kicking the ball. I mean, I forgot about that whole sequence. I was just thinking about him laying in the bed, but you're right. Like, that was amazing. Amazing. Only reason you finished BT3 is because it has the best companion quest. The companion quests were awesome, although I do think they did my girl Karlak super bogus. Oh, here we go. Go ahead with your hot take, Star. Look at the other. Parvati's not gay. She's asexual. But you can make a female character, so maybe that doesn't matter. She's interested in a female character in the game, I guess is what I meant. That's true. But I was never clear on whether or not she was uninterested in the advances of the guy who liked her in the town that she's from. Like, she never specifically said, I'm not interested in him or he doesn't work for me. It just seemed like she was ready to move on from that area, and so consequently she moved on from him. I can't lie to you, Davey. I'm sorry. James is your favorite? And in your opinion, the best male companion in a series that has Garrus? Come on now, dude. I love that dude. I've said this before. His letter, I'll never get with that. I'll never get with that. In a series that has Garrus, there is no superior male companion. Come on now. He is the best bro. Number one bro all time, period. No question. Did you send the distress call?
Yes. Anton Crane. lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Not at all. It's not. What's up, Jeff? Under control, not from where I'm standing. What are you hiding?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable.
Work you're doing? Working by yourself, are you?
More often than not, seems I'm the only one who sees the opportunity here.
And what might that be?
A ticket to the good life once my research plays out. Byzantium. Recognition.
I'm not gonna lie, he might be on to something. I personally like James and Jarvik more than Garrus. What is happening on my Twitch channel right now? Jarvik? Come on now. I love Jarvik. I love his voice. More than Garrus and James? That doesn't even make any sense. How? How? Kind of like getting the bad in because Des ran out of time. It's so foul. Yeah, Knockout. My understanding is they actually fixed that through patches where you can get a much better ending for it now. I don't get the obsession with romance. Like, sure, I like it when it's there if it's done well, but RPGs don't need them, especially when they're not done well. Theo, I always say that they need them as from a marketing standpoint. Like, as far as the actual content of the game, sure, you can have a fantastic game without romances. But as far as marketing it so that as many people play the game as possible, having romances in your game does so much to draw a lot of people, especially women, to your title. So that's why I've kind of pushed it with Obsidian, because I always want Obsidian games to do well, and I feel like the fact that there are no romances in them has limited some of their reach and scope. But the artistic standpoint, forcing in romance like as a checklist, cheap is it? If it's in the vision, include it. Otherwise, don't. I agree with that, JV, which is why I don't. I never want to push romance into like Pillars of Eternity, you know, even though I strongly feel like there are a couple of characters there you should be able to romance. I feel like my Cypher should be able to romance Grieving Mother, and it feels very, very odd that I can't, but it is what it is. Late night chat, exactly. Late night Twitch chat. Jacket is cracked. It's so hard about the fails of people is dope. That's true. In fact, I remember being very upset. If I recall correctly, he was like DLC. Maybe you had to purchase it on day one, or you had to pay something extra. And I was like, how y'all finally going to add a protein and make a DLC? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, slightly older females only get adamant. Yeah, Jeff, that's very consistent. The women always get the short end of the stick when it comes to RPGs. Romances are always optional too, so it being there is inconsequential to someone who doesn't really care for it. That's true. My one non-gamer friend played DA2 so she could romance Fenris over and over and over. Exactly. It's that type of stuff. This one be about words, even I accept that. As long as you know, Star. As long as you know. Oh, Mass Effect 3 was your first Mass Effect. So you never had that lore on Garrus. That's why you feel that way. If you would even play Mass Effect 2 first, Garrus would be over James for you. But because you started with Mass Effect 3, that's why you put James on this pedestal that he doesn't belong on. Here's a badass, but I personally think Javik has a more interesting character and backstory, and James is just a bro. Avowed should have had romance, in my opinion. 2 companions for each gender, and it would have fleshed the characters out a little bit more. I wouldn't mind Avowed having romance, but personally, I feel like Avowed needs more party member content, period. There should be more party member quests. Like Giada doesn't even feel like she has a full quest line. The only guy who feels like he has a full quest line is Garrus. So I would like romance, but frankly, first, I would like to see more party member content, period. With all that's at stake, I think you'd be begging for anyone's help.
And might you be the sort of person who's not averse to risking your life if the pay were right?
You are correct. I'm listening.
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
If you tell me what you're researching, I have a better idea what's at stake here.
You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make the situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait a oh, this is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Ain't that the damn truth? Ain't no pain like dental pain. Please do.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
You could couch it however you like. It's still just toothpaste. Diet toothpaste.
Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste.
I did, Theo. It's not worth your life. I wouldn't care if it was the ultimate rocket fuel.
I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we?
Uh-huh.
If you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Cleo's Appazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well.
Appazap?
Nice, is it not? Came up with that myself. It's a shame our marketing department is almost as befuddled as my co-workers here.
Say no more. I'll remove the Cretans and retrieve your research. Want me to deal with the Raptidons too?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need
Okay.
of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out.
Okay.
The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Who's Jameson?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
Wow. I'll find them.
That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork.
Yes, that's the problem for sure. I don't believe their lives mean nothing more to you, and all you care about is how it affects you.
I'll thank you not to mistake my ambition for callousness.
What should I mistake it for? Compassion?
If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here.
Ha 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 ha! You can see why people might think you're callous, though, can't you?
I understand I can come off as manipulative and ego-driven. It's something I've always been forced to contend with.
I guess I'll just have to take your word for it. Leave. All right. Done with him, and looks like we should be able to go ahead and leave, finally. Celia just lets us...
Fated to die, it'll be pointless to intervene. Then again, maybe we're fated to save him.
There you go, the car. Remember, I believe Java was supposed to be base game, but EA forced them to make a day one DLC. I wouldn't be surprised. That's the kind of thing EA loves to force its devs to do. Would not be surprised at all. I wish I could put a manual marker on here. That's kind of annoying me that I can't. Yeah. All right, well, yeah, we'll do it like this. What I like to see going forward for romances, friendship, is that they romance each other by chance, given off game decisions and their reactions. Dynamic through to where each save could be different. That would be interesting. I would not be against that at all. Not against that at all. There's somebody. Oh, here we go.
Don't mess with us.
There we go. Like the quirkiness of this game, me too. This game is extremely.
Antibiotics is going up in smoke. Marauders must have hit it.
This game is extremely unique. It does not feel like, oh, good Lord. Yes, kill that. Oh, what's the deal? Is that another bot? Good Lord, we gotta go all the way over here?
That's the last of them.
Holy crap, how did you get to him? Oh, ha! You came from the other side. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I feel like this game is really, really unique. It doesn't feel like, you know, just a retread of a bunch of other games that I've played. It's got its own unique style to it, and that's very enticing. Very, very enticing. And that's that. Huh. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. I think it automatically comes back anyway.
I'll take your confession now.
So Karlach likes well more than me and I have to kill him. What's up, Stennis? How are you? Girl, you had like full health. Calm down. Stop with all that. What are you doing? What's that? Some sort of pistol. You. There we go. Okay, now. What's inside here? Antibiotics. Let's go. B3 promo material kind of baited us. It says some companies would romance, some companions would romance each other, and that didn't really materialize much. Yeah, it definitely feels more real to me when companions can romance each other and have relationships that have nothing to do with the player. I always find that to be really cool.
That's one way to make an opening. Shall we use it?
Oh. Oh yeah, go on in there.
Sure thing.
Do your thing.
Incoming.
Is it just that one? Oh, you were already down.
May the law have mercy on
Oh, they're about to take him out anyway. Hopefully, the itemization and build customization is really lacking. I agree. I was saying in the last stream that that's the biggest weakness that I have, that I feel this game has thus far. I don't feel like exploration is really rewarding me. I'm getting a lot of the same things over and over again. So it's either money or it's parts or it's a weapon that I'm picking up for the gazillionth time. I feel like the itemization is very weak in this game. You can get the very best weapons and armor outside of the DLC. I don't know how it works in the DLC, but as far as the base game, you can get top tier weapons and armor that you never need to replace very, very early in your adventure. And that is obviously unfortunate and not the way that it should be. Okay, did I actually check these guys? And heavy ammo, yep, got that. Okay. Now, I kind of want to know what's upstairs, but we're not going to do that yet. Devil's Advocate. I don't recall any CRPGs addressing the power imbalances with companion romances. Both of these games, the player's command is their commanding officer or boss. If I remember correctly, Mass Effect talked about it. Mass Effect talked about, hey, I'm your superior. This is inappropriate. We probably shouldn't do this. And then, of course, you have the option to do it anyway. You could even create unique buffs for the companions that romance each other, like a tank romance a spellcaster. That would be cool. Besides, let's hope for Mass Effect. What about that vampire game? I know you in the past have been less warm to it, but how about now? I don't feel much differently now. I do not have high hopes for that game at all. I'm not of the opinion, like some people are, that the game is just going to be flat out trash and that, you know, there's no hope or whatever. But there's no part of me that's high on it whatsoever. Tech skills. What is this? Stealth skills. You know what? We should keep this around, but upgrade to that. Yeah, it's such a clear, obvious deviation from what I really loved about the original series, and so that's just hard. That's hard for me to accept. Being straight up, and so. No, I'm not really excited about it at all. Of course, I'm still going to watch it, still plan to, or rather, I still plan to play it and all that good stuff, but no, I'm not, it doesn't excite me. I assume you're talking about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, by the way. And so if so, that's the game that I'm referencing. Where is the front? Oh, snap.
Sure.
Incoming! Go! Everyone all right?
Sheesh. Oh, the robot and that thing were fighting each other. Okay, at first. Okay. I was like, man. As soon as I opened the door. But you upgrade them. What do you mean, coworker? You upgrade the weapons and armor that you have? Yeah, but it's always the same stuff. So it's not like you upgrade them and you get significantly different things that they can do and it radically changes the weapon. Like the most radical change is probably, okay, if you want, you can
I'll be right there.
You can make it so that it'll deal shock or end-ray damage, but that's about it. There's none. There's no really crazy upgrades available. Oh, okay, this is the front, right? Right. Okay. So and then we went all the way around there. Cool. Let's sell this junk. Good Lord, my weight situation is not good. I think it's all the medical stuff that's weighing me down. Yeah, and this is another thing. It's like, I feel like that system doesn't really work. It's more cumbersome than man is than it should be. Like, I'm pretty sure what's causing me to almost cap out my weight, even though I've taken the perk for having more capacity, is all these consumables that I'm carrying. And I feel like, I guess I could just start automatically using this on a regular basis. Whatever. It's fine. Feel like Carlock and Shadowheart would be a realistic romance. Or I feel like Will and Carlock work for sure. And I'm pretty sure Gale was trying to get with Shadowheart. I've never played in Rune Factory before, no. So Cabaz used to make the first move, but too many people complained about being harassed. I felt harassed by Gale and BG3, to be honest with you. What's going on in Breakscar? I think the Outer Worlds has great system, but underutilized by the game. Hopefully Outer Worlds 2 fixes that. For sure. Constantly having to replace weapons because the system makes them obsolete is annoying. Constantly, yes. Periodically, no. And I feel like Outer Worlds goes way too far in the other direction. I've never played Brothers in Arms. For the state of play, bitches, a Bloodborne remake. Never, ever, ever will you escape. And sounds fine. Vulcan's Hammer. And let's go. Whoops. One. There we go. And bam. Have to remember that FS doesn't really like Sony. BB2 or BB remake is never going to happen. Yeah, but why is that? Why did that relationship fall apart? I don't play From Software games, so I don't really get it. All right, we came from over here, and we went in here, and we cleared out everything over here, right? Now we could go upstairs if we wanted to. But here, one more thing. Let's go in here. Okay. There we go, and let's transition out.
I'm going.
All right, I'm on the move.
I was about to say, how are y'all not shooting?
Everyone all right?
Excellent. Not quite all right, but it's okay. Her BG3 early access Gale was way too not even early access when the game first released. He was way too aggressive in his romantic suggestions. Way too aggressive. It was definitely too much, but it seems like they've definitely tuned it down some and he's much better now. No, From Software is out of ideas. It's all remasters and reskins from here. Didn't they just announce a brand new game for Switch? And while Night Rain, I guess, isn't like a completely new idea, it is based on Elden Ring. You don't feel like it does enough new things in order to be considered like a step forward for them. Like this is way out of their usual comfort zone, right? Too much armor in this game looks over designed to me. I don't think for me, the armor in the game does not look over designed, but I do definitely agree that there's not a wide enough variety of it. Like all of it basically looks like heavy armor. We about to roll in and take everything you got. Instead of, you know, there's nothing that looks kind of more sleek, like something a rogue would wear, that type of thing, you know? And so I feel like it's definitely missing some options that would be nice. We can break that down. Medical, break that down. Science, break that down. Whoops. Weapons. Ooh, trimmer cleaver. Well, no, we'll sell that probably. 94, yeah, we'll sell you. We'll sell you. Break you down as well. You take care of that. Huh. That's interesting. Damn. Sounded like they really went through it. Oh, snap. You bastard. What you doing coming over to me?
I smite you in the name of the law.
Did not appreciate that at all. Who's in here? Did not appreciate this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I can't read your letter. Damn, bro. If I could read your letter and get it to somebody, I would, man. No, it's Elden Ring Fortnite. It seems like a lot of people are enjoying it. Again, it's not my type of game, so I can't comment.
Somebody get me the hell out of here!
Well, damn.
I say we help him. It's the fastest way to shut him up.
Oh, this is Jameson.
How the hell did you get in here?
Hi. First, I shot the raptidons, then I walked up the stairs and...
I don't care about the beasts. I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. How'd you get it?
Wow. From Software's the Beast. Nice. I hated that you couldn't let Zevran down gently. Half of the no responses came off to me as homophobic. I remember that. I don't know about homophobic, but I definitely felt like it was harsh towards him in particular, right? Definitely agree. Non-Rain tries a few of the things, but I'm still skeptical whether it's FromSoft trying to get into live services or an actual experiment. Would you be disappointed if they're trying to get into live service? Honestly, Night Rain is very hit or miss. I enjoy it, but I can see why it may not appeal to all Souls fans. Oh, you're hyped for Dawnwalker? Yeah, I forgot. We're supposed to hear more about Dawnwalker during the Summer Games Fest tomorrow, right? Oh, that's awesome. I'm hyped about it as well, but I need more information, so this would be really, really cool. What do you think of Expedition 33? I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty sure I did a review for it on the channel. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. As of right now, for me, it's my game of the year. Easier, more profitable to keep running on series and styles that are known and easy to replicate. Live service games always end up sucking after the first month or two. Really? Usually live service games, they don't launch well. From Software and Sony didn't fall apart. I swear, they just signed a partnership. But I did hear that from dislikes how restricted they are with the games they release on PlayStation since they're going nowhere. It's not remasters and reskins. It's like saying Pathfinder Rather Right is just a reskin of Kingmaker. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring have all been different in their ways. They're not out of ideas. Not you. Have you tried using Felix yet? No, I'm pretty set on Parvati and Vicar. It's sold over 1 million copies already. I think it's at 3+ mil. Really nice. Night Rain is an online game, so of course they're going to be live service. Anton sent me to get you.
Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. Can't save myself from mortal peril. It's like he thinks I'm a child. His hands-on management style is coming to a point of contention, I tell you.
You're upset that he sent me to rescue you?
Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I just happen to have the metabolic precursors from our last test. I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me for dead, Anton wouldn't bat an eye.
Actually, that isn't quite true. He said it looked bad on him if more of his employees died.
Wonderful. That's much better. I'm getting out of here so I can personally thank him for his compassion.
All right. Stay safe. Hey, look at that. We'll level up after we get out of here. For now, let's finish. All right. Not that. Now, let's see. We came from over here, right? Yeah. So we could have went in here, but we didn't. Instead, we came over through here, came around. But there's still more, right? Because there was a ladder we didn't go to. So if we go here and come around here and come here. Where was that? Here we go. There's a ladder. Now, where's this ladder go to? Oh, the ladder goes to the same area. Oh, whoops. That is where I came in at. Okay. So I came in. I did everything over that way. And then, was there anything? Okay. I guess I did clear this whole area. Okay. Let me check this real quick though. Anton, safe optional. Eliminate the outlaws. Deal with the raptidons. Okay, so still got more to do, but it looks like I did everything that I needed to do in this area. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Where did he go? Yeah, he got out of there quickly, Star. I like sublive services, but it's a model that often prioritizes cash over vision. I 100% agree. I think it's hard to argue against that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's a couple of things I need to sell, and I might as well sell it now. I don't want to get weighed down before we get where we're supposed to go. Personally, never played a good live service game. They're not my cup of tea, so I can't comment myself. Yep, sell you, and then you. Yep, sell you. And tech skills. Did we have something else with tech skills? Yeah, this is tech skills +5. Way 2 point. This is tech skills +5, and it weighs significantly less. So we're gonna sell this as well, and then we can break you down. Yep. And there we go. And still, we only got about 20 pounds. Good Lord. All right. What's some other? I don't think live service is an inherently awful style of game. Marvel Rivals is my big recent example of a fun live service game done right. Yep, it all depends on who's doing it. Why do I have a negative score? Oh, is that my armor? Yeah, I don't care about sneak anyway. All right, so we got up to 50 here. This is 60, 50. Do I need any more here? We're going to compare killing enemy. The party gains critical chance. And then what's this? They get an additional 25% of the healer's healing effect. So yeah, if I find they're going down, I can put points here. But for now, we're just going to keep going as is. I definitely want to make sure I have all the... Yeah, we'll go with... Vicar is really making sure that my stuff is on point here. Unlock the 4th mixer. You know what? I do want to be able to use more of these... more of those components. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. BG3 has the best story. Hard disagree. I'm tired of having the biochip in my skull that makes me feel I need to rush the main story or else I die. Story pushes you to do that. Find a cure or else you'll die. Character constantly tells you on the verge of death. If the story tells you to hurry up, then it should actually do something if you take too long. I kind of agree with that, to be honest with you. I kind of agree with that. Further tinkering, further reduced tinkering costs to 90%. Cost for science weapons is capped. So yeah, that's nice for both. And damage versus auto mechanicals. Okay, so yeah, definitely advantages to maxing that out. Why not? Let me check on this. So we just got here. And nothing over here, so sooner or later there's gonna be something on the left and right that I can check out. But for now, let's just move forward. Is there something in the middle there? Nope. All right. Damn, these guys are just getting all the way jacked up. Game should be daring with dishing out consequences for actions or inactions. I mean, that's what The Witcher got famous for, right? Like, you would do something, and then the game wouldn't tell you.
I love all the trees. We ought to get places like this more.
Why'd they have to build the lab so damn far away? I guess the trek alone is meant to deter the curious.
That's not who I pointed to. I pointed to the damn robot, but okay.
Never! are a man of the cloth.
Very nice.
Their death,
There we go.
our survival.
Their death, our survival. Yeah, I do agree that the mechanic for, hey, you've got this voice inside your head telling you everything you need to do, and this constant need to rush, all that has become overdone in games. But I'm not necessarily at the point where I feel like it's just automatically a bad thing and to be avoided. It's just, you better be damn sure you're providing a unique experience. And I also feel like, I think this was mentioned earlier,
We didn't have many trees.
that they keep pushing and saying, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this. There are consequences if you don't do this, but there actually are no consequences. And for me, that's kind of annoying. It's like you're providing this message because you want to give the illusion of stakes, right? But in reality, there are no stakes, and I can take my time. To be honest with you, a game that does this better, but I still find it annoying. Less so in the second game, but in its sequel rather. But in the first Kingdom Come, I got very irritated trying to figure out what quests were pertinent. Like, yo, you need to do this ASAP. And what quest can you actually hold off on? Well, this is way better than the melee weapon she's holding. So yeah, I'll take that. It didn't feel like the game was consistent about that. Felt like there was no rhyme or reason to it. I think if you don't want to impose a time restriction, or don't build a narrative sense of urgency. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. I hate feeling rushed in games. I hate feeling like, man, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, because if I don't, then it's going to be a serious issue. I don't like that at all. You know, I'm gonna start selling some of this stuff because it's just weighing me down too much, and it's impacting my ability to enjoy my time. Where am I right now? Excellent. Okay, so that if I'm here, then that means going over on the south area, right? Yeah, south, but up over here, I guess. Huh. There's another thing. Just don't like being given a huge open world and then being pushed to ignore it and do only the main quest. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Anything over here? Nothing. Seriously? Yep, this is the spot. And there's nothing for us to get. Just a big old broken... Oh, wait, here we go. I was about to say. There we go. All right, nice. Now we can head over to... Yep, did this. Now we can head over here. Then we head over here. And on the way back there, we'll stop off here and try to see what that is. All right, makes sense to me. All right, let's go. Rather Righteous has that issue with those hourglass quests. I'm never sure when that chapter switches. Yep. Except I do feel like it's less so, because usually the game is going to, in fact, not usually, it provides you some level of a warning about, hey, doing this is going to move things forward. Are you sure you want to? So it's not like completely...
Here we go.
Don't mess with us.
it's not completely, hey, you're screwed and there's nothing you can do about it.
We were destined to prevail.
Excellent. This is definitely giving me summoner vibes, the way I'm completely depending on my party members, and I like it. Ooh, and I like it. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Like I'm purposefully hanging back and not even attacking the enemies because I want all of my party members to take them out anyway. And it's so far it's been no problem. Ooh. Hey.
You don't shoot, I won't shoot. Deal?
Sure. I might shoot you, but we'll see.
Keep them hands where I can see them.
I like those scars.
What are you doing out here?
Avowed also has a voice in my head storyline. Never realized how common that was. Yep. Pillars 2 was criticized for the main story, but I really liked it. Avowed's main story was interesting too, just a little predictable. I enjoyed Pillars 2 main story, but I did feel like it was weaker than the original one and than the original game. And I felt like the ending felt rushed. It didn't feel complete, which is part of the reason why people keep clamoring for Pillars 3. You hate the Avowed voice of the head character. By the way, she talks annoying. The whole story of her not knowing anything for the whole game, then suddenly remembering is terrible. She talks such a vague way where it's sometimes like, what the hell are you on about? I agree that she talks in a very vague way that kind of grinds on you. But I feel like the process of unpacking her whole history and also being able to help mold her current perspective is very enticing. It works very well in the end. And so because of that, I give it a pass. Yeah, I agree, Vince Spear. You get a warning. Star, whether or not that city is annoying depends on your perspective. There are some people that really, really don't like Act 4 in Wrath of the Righteous. I personally enjoy it, but you definitely do need Dimension Door. I like the way Cyberpunk did it. Yes, everything's funny. You're slowly losing your mind, but you got to make a name for yourself before anyone cares. New Vegas did a really good job building up the tension without rushing the player. I agree. Cyberpunk made it feel like you had 2 weeks to live. If they left it more ambiguous, like could be tomorrow, could be 2 years from now, I wouldn't feel rushed. I definitely plan to replay Cyberpunk, so I have to check on that and see how I feel about how they handled that aspect of the story. Mostly getting shot at, or bitten, or chased.
You and me both. Name's Lillian. Lady named Cass hired my crew as gun hands. Got left here to watch for Cleo.
Dude waiting 100 days straight? That's crazy.
They all got pinned inside, so I can't say as I mind.
So why are we having what job are you working here, if you don't mind me asking?
Don't mind me asking, but I ain't telling. You want details? Go talk at Miss High and Mighty what's her name. She's in the labs, pinned down.
Are you in contact with her?
I got a radio, yeah. If I see any corporate ships incoming, I shout her a warning. Before you ask, no, you can't use it.
Why not? So sounds like your boss is a hard case.
Definitely got something large and uncomfortably shaped up her nethers. Yammering on about rights and privileges and what all. I'm like, lady, just sing out when you want something shot. Let's waste some efforts with good kindling.
So why are we having a conversation instead of a shootout?
I'm sweaty. I got clawed by one of them monsters. I've been
I
in the
could
dirt
tell.
all day, and I got bugs in places you don't need to know about. I'm on a fucking break. Got a smoke?
Sure, I got you.
Thanks, brother.
Bad day, huh?
I've had better. Lost some things in a dust-up. But I didn't get eaten like some of our crew. Got that going for me.
I'm sorry. Were they friends of yours?
Some of them were okay. You don't get too close in this work. And Dylan, well, ain't no one gonna regret his passing. Least of all his mama. I was near the Raptidon pen when they got loose. Had to set a few to rights. When I got to checking if all my parts were still attached, I realized I'd dropped my cigarette case.
Why didn't you go back and get it?
When I turned about, I seen 2 fine gun hands being snacked on by lizards. No cigarette case is worth my life.
no matter how badly I need a smoke. This was a Spacer's Choice commemorative case. Some promo for Founding Day they did back in, I forget the year. Worth decent bits to collectors.
Well, perhaps we'll keep it for our own collection then.
Where did you lose your cigarettes?
An outdoor raptidon pen yonder, past the main entrance. Well, only knows why they're breeding the damn things.
I'll come around if I can nab hold of it.
I'd be obliged. Just don't lose any parts trying.
Journey into smoke. Ah, here we go. There we go. And oh, it's that little area we were talking about before. Excellent. Okay, cool. So Dimension Board is available by a good amount of people. Yeah, like they said, any arcane caster worth its salt is going to have it. Shouldn't be a problem.
Attacking! Eyes up!
Something going on over there? What was that?
Everyone all right?
About to say, what's taking so long? You. Everything is jacked up in this area, apparently. Well, if I am a settlement needed my help. If you play your cards just night, just pick a new son. Oh, you're gonna have Nanio in your party? Then yeah, having Dimension Door is not gonna be an issue at all for sure. You'll be just fine. Nanio is absolutely one of my favorite party members. I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but ooh, that's not cool. Oh my. Somebody is absolutely destroying him. There we go. Put it into that. We good? Damn, Max. All right, now. This is Kitsune. Yep. You use her in your Gold Dragon run? No, because with it being a Gold Dragon run, I really wanted to focus on everybody being very good aligned. And Nanio is true neutral. So it didn't feel quite right. But in Evil Run, she's a mainstay. And obviously, if I'm fit a little more neutral, she's a mainstay in the party as well. Awesome to have. Awesome to have for sure. Maybe that is it. Okay, cool. Let me check. Actually, here, hold on. First, let's go through this. 233. Do you... Yeah, this is way better than what you have. Yep. But not these. If I had more space in my inventory, I'd hang on to some of these because I probably got folks back on the ship who could make use of them, but we're just going to let it go because I'm tired of dealing with inventory issues. Do that, do that. All right, now. You dropped Nanio so fast? Why? Come on now. Imagine my character reunion with Sean being like Soldier Boy meeting Hell Homelander. Let's see. Assault rifle. We already have all the mods we run, right? Damage type shock. Yeah. And what's this one? Yeah, weapon spread. Yeah, that's not helping us. Okay. Deadeye assault. We also got the mods we need for that. She's got mods she needs for that. This one has no mods though. Durability, I don't care about that. Attack speed, that matters a lot more. What's your deal here? Power attack damage, damage type plasma. Let's go ahead and make it plasma. And then you, yep, got those mods, but nothing here. Once again, attack speed. Unfortunately, we can't add plasma, so we'll just add that as well. Or that instead, rather. This is the armor that I wear, I believe. So physical armor plating, physical armor rating, toughened. Oh, these are both the same thing, right? 3 and 3, yes, basically the same thing. Oh, this is the pristine version. There we go. Well, pristine doesn't matter when it comes to mods, so let that go. What's this? Applies a bioelectric field inside and outside the armor, preventing damage and stimulating the healing process. When your health drops too low, this mod makes you temporarily invulnerable and increases your regeneration for a short time. Well, that's probably something I should have. Stealth skills +5, not bad. We definitely need the Silver Tongue kit, no question about that. And what's the deal here? Carry capacity is nice, walk speed. Volume of footsteps, I don't care about stealth, so carry capacity it is. Very nice. Now you install mod, you have nothing for utility. And walk speed and stealth, we don't care about that, so we'll just take that. And then finally you're missing gadget and skill. Nothing for gadget, skill, +5 skills. Dialogue. Oh, he actually helps me with my dialogue, so it makes sense to do that. He also helps me with my hacking. I could give him that, but you know what? No, we'll go with this. Okay, now Tinker. Excellent. Ember Best Bay. I'm a big Ember fan. I dropped that deal because I hate wizards. You hate wizards? How do you hate wizards? Did you never use Gale either? True Nuke Prime, man. You like Nanio Sass? She is a sassy lady. Fallout 4 is great compared to Brother of the Steel. Who needs Nuka-Cola when you could have Balls energy drink? What's up, Bell Tip? How are you, dude? Love of streams. Hey, I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the content, dude. Hope you're doing well. 494. There we go. You can get an upgrade. And there we go. I forgot about you. I should use you for a bit and see how I like it. 619. Yep. Oops. Can't be greater than 5 levels. No problem. All right. And that's it for that. Tinker. Yep. 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 There we go. Yep, 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 yep. There we go. Yep, yep. There we go. Yep. Close enough. Yep, yep. There we go. Who has? Okay. Yep. There we go. And that's it. Repair you. And we're good. That gave us a little bit of breathing room. And did we get her little, whatever little thing it was we were supposed to be looking for? Oh, here we go. Hide. I didn't even get a chance to go back here yet, apparently. Did I clear you all? Yep. Okay. Ooh. I will take it.
For all that mud, I bet it's a nice-looking cigarette case. Should never know if we kept it.
Come on, man. That doesn't sound like what a Vicar should be saying. Oh, I bet you this ladder is so that you could sneak around all those monsters if you wanted to. You know, Outer Worlds comes off as a game where stealth is a viable option, but it just doesn't feel like a game that you go stealth in. Oh, I wonder what this is. Oh, automated security. You could arm the electric fence so that nobody could get in. That's interesting. Huh. That's very, very interesting. Heal buff bot clerics are fine. I tolerate Octavia because funny Hellfire race sneak attacks. Oh, you're talking about Kingmaker, Octavia. This is the pens. Yep, we went through there. We went all through there. I feel like I didn't go here though. What's in there? You did in your first run? Your first run, you depended on stealth? Interesting. Oops, that's the wrong way. Is this it? Is this what I'm looking at? No. That's her. So it's a little bit farther. Oh, so it's like up and around her? Oh, it must be this.
Mysterious door to the front of the doors.
Oh.
Always wanted to sneak into a secret lab by crawling through the vents like they do in the serials.
So what? This is like an alternative way in? Yeah, that's an alternative way in. Very nice. Oh, definitely start with that. Auto mechanicals love it when she does that. There we go. And we're good. We're good. Outlaw sniper. Wasn't there somebody? Yep, I was about to say. Yep. You're done for. Excellent. And oh, there's some blue up there. What did I miss? Oh, is that the door that I couldn't get through? Oh no, that's just some flower plant. Okay, cool. We're good. What's up, Chris? This is the Outer Worlds from Obsidian Entertainment. They're doing a showcase for Outer Worlds 2 on Sunday. I'll be live streaming it here on the channel. So if you haven't already, definitely make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell. I dropped Nanio because I didn't find out to fight Sheldon Cooper. What?
It's a nice cigarette case, but it's still just a cigarette case.
You're doing a solo Lone Wolf Red Prince run on Divinity Original Sin 2. A Lone Wolf always look fun, but I'll never know. I hate doing solo runs or one party member runs like that. I've got some good news. I had the cigarette case you lost.
You're shitting me.
I had a thought. If I give you this back, could you put in a good word with your boss?
That's what you want. I'm game. But she's gonna give you pamphlets. Don't say I didn't warn you. She's pinned in the lower levels by Auntie's guards. I'll radio her you're coming, but it's on you to find a way to her. Her name's Cassandra.
Okay. I'm obliged. All right. And we'll go ahead and do J. And eliminate outlaws. There we go. Wait, set to active. There we are. Has fireballs. All right, and let's enter the covert lab. Twice the speed, half the price. All right, sure. Y'all go out there. Handle business. Handle business, I said.
I'll step lively.
Anytime. Oh, I got perks and whatnot available.
That's the last of them.
There we go. Excellent. Appreciate y'all. What is this? Why do I keep ending up in this situation? Right, it gave me 10 last time. Now I got a new level up and it only gave me 2. Why? What causes that? Ooh, I just realized I can't increase tech anymore. I have to increase them individually now. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get them all to 50, and then I'm going to decide which one I'm going to increase individually. So now that I've done that one, we'll increase this one and apply that. And then perks. Ooh, I got tier 2 perks available. No. Science weapon damage? Maybe. No. Bonus, no. Interchangeable highlight, no. Vendor buying price. Quiet weapon damage. All skills +5 if no companions in party. All skins +10 if no companions recruited. Lone master, good lord, no. Bonus to dialogue skills when you have no. 40k comparing capacity bonus for companions. I might take that. Significantly reduce the weight of consumables. That would probably help me just as much. That's why they do it that way. They want you to have to take this. That's interesting. Companion ability cooldowns for each of your kills. That's interesting. Just to reset a companion ability cooldown with using the other companion's abilities. That's cool. That's just kind of cooldown on each critical hit. Ho. Well, first, let's go ahead and reduce the weight of these consumables. So wait, I could have gotten an additional 40. Let's see how much this helps me. This made a bigger difference. Excellent. That helped significantly. Be the beacon of speech to talk your way out of everything. That's the plan. I like being that guy when a game allows me to. And it seems like this experience is going to allow me to, so I appreciate that. We only need one tech skills related thing. Stealth skills. Yeah, okay, cool. Pick up sedative gas canister. Okay. So there's supposed to be a major, whatever that creature's called.
On my way.
Supposed to have a way to gas her instead of just fighting her straight up. Okay. No problem. That door is barred. And I believe they said we're supposed to be trying to get to the lower levels, so let's go to the upper levels first. Excellent. Doesn't look like there's any other enemies on this floor. We just sold a bunch of stuff, so we don't need you. Take you, weapon pars. Yep, take that. Other side. Nothing there. 40 kilograms for each companion. So 2. Oh, I missed that. Oh, so that would have had a bigger increase. Damn. All right. Well, I plan to take that anyway, so we'll pick it up on the next go round. You said this game's flaw system didn't appeal to you. What could they offer to get you to try it in Outer Worlds 2? It feels kind of haphazard. It feels like just, this is so odd that they're not shooting it off. There we go.
That's the last of them.
And I didn't even mean to kill him. I like taking flaws of some sort when there's like, I don't know, when there's a greater reason behind it. It just feels weird here. And unless you take the perk that gives you more damage based on how many flaws you've taken, it just doesn't seem like it makes all that much sense.
You won't get any mercy from me.
Don't mess with us.
Oh, this is the mother that I'm supposed to deal with, right? Okay. Yep. Yep. Sedative and all that. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. Let's go over to these other parts first. Let me do a full save because I want to make sure I don't screw this up. What's up, Cat? How are you, dude? The final boss literally flies to the air, cuts space and time in half, and whatever effect is behind the slash explodes around the arena. That's crazy. So there's an actual final boss in Night Rain? And you've already reached it?
I'm going. Here they come.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey,
Whoa.
over here.
Well, hello, darling.
I'm guessing you're the one Lillian described? It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you.
Why? I've never met anyone named Crane.
I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you, or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble.
In what way are flaws more interesting in Outer Worlds 2, Theo? I know they said they would be more interesting, but I haven't seen what that actually means. I know there was some aspect where they said perks will change your story, or you can like get perks based on things you do in the story. Like if you kill townspeople, you could get a new perk, or like there was a perk that made it more advantageous for you to kill townspeople. It was something crazy where I was like, that sounds really interesting. Why are you down here?
Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same tip. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look minimal security to me, or abandoned.
No, but it is a secret. Well hidden. Off the map. Any place worth hiding is worth raiding. Granted, diet toothpaste is not exactly what comes to mind when you imagine secret research and underground labs.
That's awesome. Did you say diet toothpaste?
Diet toothpaste. Can you imagine a more pernicious example of corporate materialism? I do not know what is worse. Working here or dying here.
So you went through all this trouble to steal a formula for diet toothpaste.
What matters is that I've been lied to.
Some friends and I have multiple fun flaws in a superhero RPG.
Hiding valuable research. This job was not supposed to end with me stuck in some wretched lab smelling like rats. So I would be very much obliged if you
You get a negative and a positive benefit. You don't just get a perk point. Like if you look into the sun, your vision gets worse, but you regenerate health while in the sun. Huh, that's interesting. See, stuff like that. See, that sounds like they're going to make it much more intriguing to pick those. Got you. What do you need?
The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Cleo security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay, but you'd have to clear out the rafts for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen.
Anton was worried you might have made off with his research. He even called you cretins.
So you lied about not knowing Crane.
I did.
I suppose I do not blame you. We liberated that research. We did not steal it. And yes, a few scientists were caught in the crossfire.
You robbed a lab and shot some scientists on the way out. You sound like bandits to me.
Semantics. If I were consigned to spending my days making diet toothpaste, I would pray for a bullet to my skull.
Wow. You don't seem to care much for that research. May as well hand it over.
It is my one bargaining chip. If you want this research, you will help me out of this mess.
All right. All right, I'll help you out. It's fine.
That might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Why does it say
I'm in
that?
debt.
Why does it say that I can't get the what will I get myself into if I wait? So I can't get the research? When I assume that I help her out and then she gives me the research as payment. What? What will I get into if I help
Nothing
you
beyond
out? I can talk the guards are leaving, but your people have to let them pass.
You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So
30
they can
times the
regroup behind their
conversation.
walls and mount another assault?
That's
Never
whack.
mind.
What's up, Jovi?
I'm obviously in no position to argue with you.
You been
If
enjoying
you
this
can
game?
help those
That's awesome,
guards
dude. I'm glad to
stand
hear it,
down,
man.
My people will follow suit.
Something else I need to know. Tell me about the
Raptidon is an
raps.
apex predator. Nate,
Take down. That was an unexpectedly scientific answer. Sure was.
what? Do not give me that look. I am allowed to have hobbies. Biology happens to be one of them. Yes, we accidentally released the raps into the world when we attacked this place. But I am not at fault here. Those scientists had no business experimenting on these creatures.
Expecting to take down an entire pack.
Oh, for goodness sake. They are just animals. I do remember one of those feckless...
Suppressor system. Where can I find this
How should I
scientist?
know? I left his body where I shot him.
Whoa! You're stuck
The
fast.
raps took us by surprise, as they would anyone. You'll need a key card to unlock my door.
All right.
Take your time.
Damn. That's so odd that they won't let you just rescue her and take the research. That seems very odd. All right. That. Excellent. Excellent. So apparently what... Oh. That can be open. That cannot be open. Okay, I got to be on the lookout for these cage-like things and confirm whether or not I can open them. Shotgun melee leader. Leader by far is my favorite because of the dialogue choices. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I have a lot more flexibility as the leader to be able to play exactly the way that I want. Got that. What is this going to? Oh, this is someplace within. This is probably the security guards, right? It's called the night aspect. Go ahead and quick save. Outlaw. Ooh, Inferno Scythe. All right, first, let's go ahead and level up. What did I say? I want to get all of them to 50, right? I feel like I'm pretty good on the talking stuff, so let's go ahead and deal with you. And then for inventory, Parvati, this goes 284. What does this do? Okay, 100, so that's not something I need to worry about. Break that down. Whoa! 576 on my long gun. So this is an upgrade to my assault rifle. So now I have a light assault rifle. Interesting. Well, we can go ahead and take that away. Flamethrower, good on that. Good on that as well. Good on this. And improvised weapon. Good on this. We can move that. And there we go. We're good. It's like first person rogue trader, noble officer. Yeah. Very, very nice.
Turncoat, we saw everything.
Uh-oh. We saw everything. That's not good.
You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader.
Okay.
I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow.
Ease off the trigger. Hear me out.
You got 1 minute. Starting now.
Woo! Look at that. I convinced Cassandra to let you leave in peace. The labs are wrecked. The staff's half dead.
You convinced her to let us leave in peace. Listing the ills we've been done ain't exactly putting me in a mind to compromise.
Look around. Hasn't there been enough death?
I gotta believe that all we done will mean something to the company. To Doc Crane. That effort will make up for mistakes.
No. You think the company cares about you? Or do they care about their lab, their research?
I've worked for Auntie Cleo 18 years. Done my best for them. Always expected they'd do right by us in turn.
I don't know why.
I reckon I don't see any better solution. Fine, damn it. We'll pull out. Here, my key card. It'll get you access to the whole place.
Nice.
Full stakes, people. We're heading back to town.
Excellent. Almost thought I was going to have to kill the brother. That would have been terrible. All right, now we came from here. So, advanced defensive helmet. We'll go across here.
Sure.
Processing data beginning.
Trouble incoming, Captain.
Actually, we'll do that. That dude look badass. I agree. This is why I didn't want to have to kill him. That would have been unfortunate. Ooh, this is just the bathroom. Okay, cool. Yep. Anything? Nope, I don't see it.
In a jiff.
Come back, Vakar. Stay with me. What is this? Damn, this is... I feel like this area is kind of bigger than some of the other ones we've been going through.
Easy.
Not that. Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Got on all that. What is this?
Great work.
Finally. Okay, so this is the closed off area. Got you. Workbench. Do I need that for anything? I don't think I do. So we'll just keep it moving. What's this? Maintenance log. No updates. That's all done. Excellent. Oh, I could have. I could have just unlocked all the cells. My bad. My bad. And there we go. Drino. Awesome. All right, now. Come back. That's the place we came from. We never searched any of this. And somewhere around here is an enemy who's just waiting to be dismembered. Probably through this door.
Understood. On my way.
There we go.
Here they come. I see it there.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Heading back.
That skill is very useful, not only because it does a lot of damage, especially to mechanicals, but also it always puts Parvati right where the action is. So I don't have to wait for it to all of a sudden realize, hey, there's some enemies you need to... Oh, my God. What is going on here? Did I ever come here? No, I've never been here before. Good Lord. How big is this place? All right. Let's go back upstairs first. That just threw me off. I thought I was approaching the end. All right. I went through all this. Can I go through this door? Okay, yes, I can. So this is where they went to get out. Okay, so this is considered the front door, I guess. Maybe if I had entered in from the other side, this is where I would have come in at. Okay. One of you were mentioning that it seems like this DLC has a bunch of different ways that you could go to deal with it. And I'm seeing that now between how I could have dealt with the marauders and the security and what I could potentially do with the raptids who are there. Like, I've got a lot of different choices. It's kind of cool. Did anyone see the honest trailer for this game? No. Was it cool? All right. Got that. Oh, that's right. I still need... No. I don't need a key card for her. Because, didn't he say that the key card would give me in all places? Why was that locked out for me? Take that. Take that. Nothing there. That. Got you, got you. Armor parts, got you. Okay, now, sheesh. Oh, finally, Anton's office. There we go. There we go. And we got that. Messages. Wasn't there... I swear there was something we were supposed to pick up from here. Got that. Here we go. Oh, she took what we were supposed to pick up. All right. So there's nothing here anymore. No problem. Fallout, but space. You liked it. Can't believe I had spotted the Firefly influence before. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Definitely an influence. I have to check that out. I wonder if I can kill Cassandra and then get the
I don't have time.
Get the research from her corpse. Because otherwise the fact that I've been duped into this is more than a little bit annoying. Even though I do appreciate her peeps just letting me ransack everything in this area. I don't think I've been here before. Rizzo. I've never seen this vending before. All right. Their armor is also 26. Oh, so at this point now you just choose the style of armor, I guess. Shock, plasma. Yeah, see, even the mods are basically the same. Okay, yeah, cool. Did that, and there's another door in the back. Are you kidding me? Yeah, same stuff. Okay, fine. Wasn't I here? Nope, I never came here, apparently. Damn, this is a massive area. At least compared to the other areas we've had here. That's what Save Scubbin is for. Yep. There we go. Add more of these sedative gas chamber thingies. Oh, Lord. Yeah, definitely Firefly and Dark Matter. I never watched like a big chunk of Dark Matter. I saw a little bit of it, and it seemed to have that similar vibe. Okay. Oh, is this on the other side of that robot? It is. All right. And what's in
You reckon
here?
it's normal in a lab like this to just leave weapons all over? Or is it just whoever works here?
Excellent question, Pravati. Excellent question. Yep. Pulse hammer? Is that nah, must not still be old boy's weapon. It so deserved at least one more season. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, unfortunately for those folks who really were hoping Owlcat was doing a Firefly game, I just don't see it. Oh, I bet you the scrap metal mechanical guy is with the Outlaws. That's why he's not attacking me. He's aligned with them. I think Josh Whedon being the main creator of that season, of that show, has poisoned any other creator being able to pick it up. Oh, this is the other side of where you are, huh? Interesting. Because if you pick up the show, then you have to deal with a whole bunch of questions regarding, well, what is Whedon's involvement in? What is Whedon's involvement, and is he being consulted, and yada yada yada. And it's just so much baggage there that it's hard for me to see anybody being willing to pick up Firefly and deal with all that. Calibrate equipment. Deal with the abandoned experiment. Speak with Vaughn. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Quiet on the rapid plans. Raptopron. What is the Raptoprod? Does that do something special? Designed for zapping raptidons, but it will work on anything else. Nice. All right. Cleared out all that. Excellent. Now how we doing? Security blade. Oh, okay. We're back where we were. We're back where we started. So we went through here. Okay, and came all the way. And now we're back around. Let me save here because I'm still confused. How are we supposed to... Oh, you got to go over there? Okay. That's interesting.
Got it. Inside voices.
Here, let me do a full save. Let's see what happens.
There's the mother. She's quite an impressive specimen, in both size and ferociousness.
Watch out!
Why am I not being allowed to move? I'm confused.
We are victorious.
Oh, and now there's like some other side? So what? We got to install it on one side and then activate it on the other? That's weird. We could thank Kojima for providing. A young Ashley Burch was playing Metal Gear Solid, saw the cinematic credits, and decided to become a voice actor. That's awesome. That's super, super cool. Messages. Oops. There we go. And return to route. Ventilate gas. And we should be good now. Excellent. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And we'll take that. Later, I keep thinking about how a lot of the better sci-fi shows and games are about an intergalactic conspiracy. Yep. A lot of people feel like the game is going to be The Expanse, and Intergalactic Conspiracy describes it very, very well. Very, very well. Wait, matriarch. Oh, did we kill the matriarch? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to. I was trying to activate the gas. Oh, well. All right. It is what it is. I ain't going back. And gave it a shit. I swear all of my favorite childhood writers have turned out to be scummy. Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. Gaming caught me off guard. Gaming definitely caught me off guard. Pulse hammer. Let me not destroy that. Breakdown. Breakdown. Okay, so pulse hammer isn't really special. Okay, I wasn't sure. Stun baton, ultra vortex, mace. We'll only hold that to that. Just in case. 286. But I know I'm not gonna use it. There we go. And then this. Whoa, that's up to 39. That's nice. What is your armor up to? Only 25, 32. Oh, damn. So this actually helps you? Yeah, 26. How's this other one's looking? 26. Yeah, okay. 26 it is. Sure, though. And then what's this? 32. Okay, 32 is that. Oh, wait a minute. Heavy construction gear. 38. Plus 5 dodge. I ain't worried about your dodge. Ooh. I wonder. Damn, that seems like new armor, but okay. Sure. Let's check you out as well. 31, 29. Okay, so yeah, you had one. Did no Ashley Burch play provided? Yep, sure it does. It's gonna suck if I spend all that time sneaking around only for the game to not count it as having saved the matriarch. I should have left my damn party members behind when I went to do this, but oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is what it is. All right.
Finally. I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here.
Got some questions about you.
Ask her.
What do you intend to do with the research?
Sell it, of course. I don't have any use for the scribblings of idiotic scientists, but whoever gave me this tip obviously does. Assuming I make it out of this place alive. And with my ship out of commission, I'll have to leave on foot and hope my luck changes. One problem at a time, I suppose.
She seems like someone you should be able to recruit. You act like corporations are your enemy. What do you have against them?
From the day we are born, we are made to obey. Never question, never hope. Never dream of anything greater than the lot appointed to us.
And in your case, never doing an honest day's work, apparently.
Corporations expect us to work until the day we die. But they could not give a half-bit shit about our lives.
How did you end up in this mess?
I have been asking myself the same question. Our tactics were sound, but no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. We were acting on a good tip, but the tip never mentioned the racks. When we hit the lab, those racks got loose, tore through as many of ours as theirs.
Cleared both paths out of here. Don't make me regret it.
So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place.
I'm going to need you to turn over that research.
Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do a thing like that?
Because you don't want a price in your head. Also, I went out of my way for you.
Your point is well taken. I would rather not spend the rest of my days looking over my shoulder for the shadow of my headhunter. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it.
I didn't save your life for free.
I would have been insulted if you had. Talent like yours deserves a good reward.
Come on, Cassandra. Throw in a little something for the orphans.
Orphans? Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here, let it never be said that I do not reward good work.
Nice. Did the right thing. Goodbye. Awesome. The amount of looting you could do here reminds me of my last Baldur's Gate 1 replay, where I had a full inventory after a handful of mobs. Thank God for quality of life innovations. Think Felix already covers the rebels against authority companion trope. Yeah, for some reason, Felix never appealed to me. I don't even remember. Does he get a quest in this game? I think he might, but hold on one second. Sam? Ah, okay, cool. I didn't hear you come in. You okay? Awesome. Awesome. All right. Love you, darling. My wife just came in. I'm like, whoa, somebody's turned off the light? That can't be good. Hey. No, I didn't need it on. It just was a signal that somebody was in the house. Exactly, beautiful. Are you nice and tipsy?
Nope.
No?
No, we just talked.
Just talked? Okay.
Hello, chat.
What'd you say?
Said I don't know if they can see me or not.
I don't know if they can see you either. Here, hold on.
Someone to say hello to me.
Here, 1 second. They cannot see you.
Oh.
There you are, right down in the lower right. There you go. They can see your hand. The ghost in the machine. Silly girl. But you had a good time?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, see, there you go. Now you're getting your hellos and whatnot.
And Jolly Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi! Right.
Silly.
You go. I'll have a good night. Happy streaming.
Love you, darling.
Love you too.
Boss called and said to pack it in for pickup. Reckon that's your doing.
It is.
Maybe I'll see you around sometime.
Maybe you will. You should be grateful. All right. We went here. We cleared out all this. We're supposed to go back here. I don't think we ever went here. So let's do that. Northeast, this direction. Let's see what's over there before we turn this quest in. Now, I am doing against the corporations type of run, but it's still, to me, ooh, snap.
I'm on it.
It didn't feel right to not give them the toothpaste back. That just didn't, oh, snap. That's not cool.
We got trouble.
It didn't feel right to not give them the toothpaste. It didn't feel, after everything that they had sacrificed, I felt like they should have be able to have their research. And so that's why I decided to take it for a month. Besides, there will be plenty of other opportunities for me to screw over the corporations during this playthrough. So no need to be extra about it. Now, where am I? Still not close. I need to be going north. All right. And as I head north. Wait, do I need to be going? No, okay. Here we are. This is it. What's over here? Damn, there's a whole...
I'll deal with them.
Here they come!
Good hit!
I'm about to say. Come on.
Nothing personal, I swear.
Wow, it's a whole facility over here. It's interesting. What's this way first? Yep, I'll take that. What is that noise? Good Lord. Nothing, 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 nothing. What's up over here? There are like 2 or 3 guys, right? Here we go. There we go. You. Ringleader. How does the ringleader not have anything on him? Come on now. That's done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Oh, okay. There is a door down in here. Interesting. Got some ammo, heavy ammo from there. Let's check and see if there's anybody covering the other side. Oh, damn. This is a facility for real. All right. Okay, so nope. That's considered the front door, I guess. And everybody was waiting in front. No problem. Oh, here we go. Riot control armor. Excellent. I feel like I got way more lockpicking than I need right now, which is certainly a nice change. Ooh, we have to actually enter into here. That's interesting. Which is certainly a nice change from the way things were towards the beginning of the game. So I will take it. Damn, there are a gang of people in here. All right. Messages. And exit. Okay. Come on. Whenever that is. Wasn't there a weapon we were supposed to pick up for one of the guys? Oh, snap.
Sure, Cap.
Here you go. I'll deal with him. Excellent job. Oh.
You okay, Captain?
Excellent job, you all. Excellent start to the festivities. All right, now, let's go through this door. Oh, this is just a bathroom. Excellent. We are good here. Now this door.
Isn't much of a priority, I take it.
They're marauders. What do you expect? Come on now. Claiming this is not a priority at all. They could absolutely care less. Da-do. That. Oh, finally. Okay. So my junk. Hey. Of course, when we can start buying mag picks is when we don't need them anymore. There was a time when I was like, hey man, I would really, really appreciate the ability to be able to just pick these up, but that time has passed. The rest of this we plan to break down, so yeah, we don't need any more of that. What's up, Ducky? How are you, man? Unlock with storage facility passcode. Okay. Did that. Man, there's a whole lot of walking around and hearing enemies and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, acid steeper. Isn't this for my robot? Nice. Very, very nice. I didn't even realize that. Plasma carbine. Very, very nice. And then what is this? Oh. Another crazy, crazy large area, I see. Or it might be just circling around and connected to the part that we didn't go to yet. All right, there's that. Huh.
This must be where Mr. Shaw's been working.
Potentially. Maintenance logs. Oh. Actually, no, here. There you go. You're good for that. Yep. And then deal with the rest of them.
Don't mess with us.
Excellent. That's the robot. That's the robot as well. That's where Mr. Shaw was working, Lonnie says. Got that. And what is this? Gigantar drink. Haha, there we go. Schematics. That's what he needed. Not the full weapon. He needed the schematics. And now we have it. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Acquire the weapon plans. Return to Gladys on the groundbreaker. I'll do that in time. Let's do the rest of this now. So we cleared out this. Oh, that's right. This is the area that we hadn't thoroughly went through yet. So now we can come here. Somewhere over here is an enemy. Oh, there's the upstairs area. That's what it is. Okay. Upstairs, there's some people I'm going to have to deal with. And this is the way out. Yep, that's the way out. If I wanted to go to there, not yet. Whoa.
On my way.
Vicar has been downstairs and chilling the whole time. What is going on? Yep. And then, oh, pick that up. Okay. All right. And there's an easy way to get upstairs. Excellent. And then, so I am confused though. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, yep, we had stopped short here. Now we're coming in here. We had cleared everything else. We could go upstairs this way. But you know what? We might as well just go ahead and take the stairs. I got both of my party members back with me. Excellent. Now, what's the problem up here? Ooh. There's some things I could jump over and get. In fact, there's multiple things I could jump over and get. How am I supposed to get over there? I wonder. So I understand how I get here. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the jumping went that far. Nice. All right. Well, I didn't mean to do all that, but okay. All right. Now, let's wait for my peeps to get back up. Actually, no, I don't need to wait. Let's just go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that, and then...
The strong survive and the weak perish.
Boom! You will sit down. You chill out.
Everyone all right?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I never realized that if you make sure he's set properly. Oh, wow. Wait, no. Weapon. Oh, I set in the mix. No, he's supposed to be ranged. Range. And you should be close. Should always be close to me. Damn, I didn't even realize I hadn't done that properly. All right. The car has been set up improperly the whole time. You should not be using melee weapons, sir. Oops. There we go. That's done. Nice. I believe.
This is smaller than a prison cell. Makes me claustrophobic.
Don't worry. We are almost out of here. I think we are good to go now. All right, now let's go ahead and head on back. We have multiple quests now to submit. Very, very nice. I didn't even realize there were quests over here. I was just like, hey, there's a building we haven't walked into yet. We should probably do that. All right, now. I don't need to look at the map. Let's just run towards the marker. And I'm sure we'll make our way over there sooner or later. Let's try to avoid the mines. That was ugly. Are you serious? Let's keep it going. Dizzy as I am. Keep rocking. Thank you. I need to put on one of those food. Actually, you know what? I just realized. No, it's not quite high enough yet, but I think there's one of these that will like take off all negative effects that you're currently experiencing. Sam's parts should be here. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, for the robot? Yes. I already picked up the parts for the robot. That we already have. Whoa, I'm hearing something. Something else need to be killed? Doesn't look like it. All right. Oh, that's just general squawking. That's what it is. Okay. So we want to get lockpicking up to 50. And then finally, let's get these skills up to 50 as well. And then we said we would get, here we go, 40 kilograms carry capacity bonus from companions. It doesn't say from both, though. All right, so I'm at 190 right now. So if I go ahead and take this, it is from both. Whoever mentioned this before was correct. Excellent. Now I feel like my carrying capacity issues are definitely addressed. Excellente. Okay. Now we can submit our stuff. Here. Let's see. Doom that came. Speak to Anton, but there's some other ones as well. Wait, this is Anton as well. No, speak to Vaughn. There we go. And we got Orson. Return to Gladys. Captain. Install the acid sleeper. Yep. Track down Reginald. Okay. Yep. Down on the side. So once you can access Stellar Bay. Oh, okay. Cool. 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 Yep. I'll talk to her. All right. So where's this guy? Turn in the quest with you.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, you asked me to get your prototype. Got him right here.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands.
Hold on. Force weapons are contraband. Why didn't you turn this in when you found it?
Antoine would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been.
These are valuable schematics. I could sell them for quite the profit.
Sadly true. Contraband does tend to fetch a high price among the colony's ne'er-do-wells. So be it. I'll buy them off of you.
Oh! Auntie Cleo reputation decreased. Eee. All right, well, whatever. I'll find other ways to increase it.
Let's see here.
Actually, no. I don't want to accept that.
Voila! I can finally call this little side project complete. Thank the law.
You know, I'm probably going to get a ton of increases from these other quests, though.
You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to take that reputation decrease. From what I've... Whoa, no. I swear. Then I 1423. Yeah. What? No, you know what? That's probably not good. All right, whatever, fine. My understanding is there's an ending where you can actually get all the corporations to work together, and I've never done that before. So I'm trying to do that, and I assume I have to do it by making sure I have high reputation with all of them. Yeah, you asked me to grab. Yep, got them right here. Maybe that'd let you experiment. You could have saved a few lives.
All the more reason I need... Now.
Hand them over.
Now. Oh.
There we go. All right. You're done. That completes it, right? Yep. Quest completed. Cool. Now, there's also talk to Anna. There we go. Vaughn. Where's Vaughn? Vaughn is over here. Really want a pirate CRPG with better ship stuff than Pillars of Eternity 2. Yeah, the ship stuff was definitely weak. Definitely weak.
On the thing we spoke about? You know, that thing?
I need that like CRPG feel of Deadfire mixed with Black Flag ship mechanics. And that'll be all good. I bet you whatever Outcast is going to announce is going to heavily involve you piloting a ship. And I'm really curious to find out what that's going to be like as well. Found your experiment.
Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers.
Uh-huh. Attune the equipment for you, so there's a bit more than you expected.
No kidding?
Why? I couldn't get the lie.
It's gonna make me so popular.
The lie was 45. I don't have enough for 45?
Because I'm not.
That's interesting. You're definitely going to use it.
Only for testing purposes. Quality control. You would, right?
Sure.
Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business with you.
Sounds good. Just not skull and bone ship mechanics. Yeah, I never played that game, but I heard it was awful. Heard it was absolutely awful. There we go. Now, maybe, or it could be like Inquisition, where you blackmail major players in order later work together. That too. That too. What's up, Moonlight? How are you?
Left the lab. What's left there that's worth dying for?
You let them get away. Worthless, the lot of you.
Well, you get what you pay for, don't you?
Huh.
Doc Crane better get over himself.
Where's the Jameson dude? He's not around here anywhere? Oh well.
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined.
Than I could have imagined. I found your associate Jameson. He's safe.
Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research.
That big bald guy would be a cool companion. I 100% agree. You know, there's more to care about than black marks and paperwork.
Not here in this colony, there isn't. Outside Byzantium, life is worthless, without meaning. I must get there.
Life is no more meaningful there. Less so, in fact. More empty.
I can't believe you're right. If I did, I don't know what I'd do.
You've been sold a bill of goods. I would refuse to play their game if I were you.
That's easy for you to say. You're not trapped like I am.
And who's keeping you trapped?
I honestly don't know.
You should think about it. Goodbye.
You've returned. What news? Please tell me you've recovered my research. Without my work to focus on, I find myself tending towards darker paths of inquiry.
Your co-workers have been doing some off-the-book experimenting. I'm just curious.
Oh, really? Who?
Orson has been modifying some sort of weapon to use on the Raptidons.
Orson? Good. It will keep him from wasting my time. Sounds like he might actually be doing something useful for once.
Nice. Like to ask you something else.
I would be happy to
I was about to say different ways to get by light. Good Lord, a little over dramatic, wouldn't you say?
No, realistic. I don't get that research back, I'll be released from my indenture contract.
Released from indentured servitude? Isn't that a good thing?
You can't be serious. No contract, no work. No work, you're a pariah, cast out, shunned. Soon you'll find yourself among deserters.
Deserters?
You know, dregs, ne'er-do-wells, eking out a horrible existence on the periphery of society. Even if that's not my fate, I don't relish being sent to some backwater corporate
Fallout
township.
4 in the DSC, there's a bandit companion. He's actually one of the best written Fallout characters, according to my friend. Apparently his backstory and all that is fantastic. What's his name? Yep, it's definitely better to be an abandoned backwater corporate township.
This is temporary, and simply a means to an end.
All right, let me ask you about something else. All right, it won't let me get back to what I wanted to talk about. All right, I convinced the outlaws that staying would be hazardous to their health.
My research? Please tell me you've recovered it.
Damn, that's really all he cares about. Yes, here it is.
That's... You can't possibly understand the enormity of what you've done for me. And what, pray tell, is the status of our Raptidons?
Oh, I gassed the young beast, but was forced to kill the mother.
That complicates the equation somewhat.
Oh, I vaguely
No
remember
matter,
Gage.
I have the research. Excellent.
Does each mythic
If we're
path
done
offer a
here, I'd like
different
to get
way
back
to
to
do the crusade combat? Yes, Star. Was there anything else?
Actually, there is something else. Why do you suppose Auntie Cleo's would want to market diet toothpaste to the lower classes?
I haven't seen many fat townspeople. I believe it has something to do with reducing food requirements and thereby lowering cost.
Yes, but that doesn't quite ring true. There's something amiss here. It nags at me like a sore tooth, but I can't for the life of me figure out why.
Reducing the appetites of people performing physical labor is potentially life-threatening.
By the architect, this could be a disaster. Why did I not realize that?
Your only interest was in your research and your life. To hell with everyone else.
I would love to argue with you, but I fear you are correct.
Put a zip pick in the
All I care
toothpaste.
about before was my identity. I believed getting there was everything, that my life would finally have meaning.
Mm-hmm. Your life won't have meaning anywhere. Ooh. You're empty and bitter and will be everywhere you go. No, you've been sold a bill of goods. I refuse to play their game.
That's easy for you. Yes?
I'm not sure I understand why all the secrecy. I'm not sure if I've convinced him to change his ways. How'd you end up here? Yeah, all right. Well, I've done all I could do here. That's all I know. I have done all I can do. That was pretty freaking cool. A lot of different options for how it could go. He has a lack of moral judgment, which is good since a lot of the companions are weirdly judgmental. He's very loyal, and he has an awesome aesthetic. Nice. Oh, you can fast travel directly into your ship. That's actually pretty cool. You have acquired snake skin. Okay. That's interesting.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I...
Someone mean to ask you. Ada, do you have a favorite among the crew? It's me, right?
define favorite?
Someone you like the most.
I see. Then, of course, you are my favorite, Captain. I am predisposed to find your eccentricities tolerable.
Good. That's good.
And I'm sure I rank as your favorite autonomous digital astrogator. I am pleased we have that settled. Was that all you wanted to ask me? You seem hesitant to discuss what's actually troubling you. Perhaps there is something you wanted to confess?
Confess? Huh. I'm one of the lost hope colonists. The scientists revived me from hibernation.
Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain
those eyes rolling.
or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain.
Davey, the ship is as close as you get to a romance.
You shall have to discern it yourself.
Your secret is that you were in love with Alex Hawthorne.
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion.
Best way I explain Outer Worlds vibe is like you're a space cowboy for the Wild Wild West. It definitely feels like that. Are you sentient?
What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness. I never get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear.
You are clandestinely plotting to take over the Halcyon system.
How did you guess, Captain? The simulated files are not only stored in the recesses of my ALU, in the space between microsynapses, but I encrypted them in 7 SDRA languages.
You forgot to close the file folder before your last sleep cycle.
I see. Captain, I regret to inform you there appears to be an issue with the life support system.
Is this going to be like the last time you tried to jettison me for the ship when we were landed?
Unfortunately, the statistical likelihood is high.
That's all for now. Hilarious. Hope Ada in Outer Worlds 2 is a hot sentient AI like another certain space games AI. Nice. We'll see. We shall see. Ooh, you know what?
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Well, don't mind if I do. Transfer. There was something I want. Oh, yeah. We're going to keep that because that's actually kind of cool. And then the rest of this we're good on because a lot of our weight issues are resolved now. Any more messages? Return to root. Ooh, archived. Oh, I never... Well, I have to guess it may have been Barn because anyone to ignore. Looking forward to seeing you again. That's hilarious. Return to root. Messages for you. Sent. Look, there's no call for shot. I'm turning behind a few too many of mine. You just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink, and I might forgive you. Nice. Sam. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. You're interested in the automaton companion that I get? Well, that's good because I'm about to wake him up. Oh, Felix.
See you, boss.
Good to see you too. Oh, we never spoke? So how'd you end up on a groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Wow. And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly,
Those kind of imply the Ada is very wary to transfer to different areas. So having her as a companion would be cool. Agreed.
Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me.
Sam is OP.
I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway?
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than Rungleech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the groundbreaker.
How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. The foreman and I never got on.
Right, the incident with the toss ball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint?
Strain is
But
important.
on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a toss ball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You would try it.
You couldn't have been diplomatic about it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break.
He is. Oddly, his companion quest does not revolve around it.
Waiting for the day my ship arrives.
I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for listening, boss. Let's get going. Good to see you, boss.
All right. That's all that we can say to him. Stall the ass is steeper. Rumbling vibrates from the unit's chassis. Hey, look at that.
Initialization sequences. Greetings, customer. This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Interesting. Feel like they should allow you +3 companions in the next game. Like imagine if one of the higher leadership bonuses allowed you to bring along an extra companion. That would be way better than just being able to get a new companion right from the ship as the last perk like in this game. Yes.
Registering new owner. Captain.
Welcome to the crew, Sam.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live. dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
So where did you come from?
All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
No, I mean, I want to know more about you.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade
Ooh.
your attachment today and get to firing away.
Okay. Back to work, Sam. So, yeah. Now, let's talk with Ada. She has any perspective. And nope, she has no perspective on what to do with Sam. That's interesting. All right, Groundbreaker. What did you come up with the username Slander Game?
Approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Lovely. Give me 1 second. Let's see. This is another 10 points, 50, 50, 50. So this is the last one. And Lions, 43. Shouldn't she have a perk? I thought we get a perk every... I thought my party members get a perk every 5 levels. Oh, but maybe she's not considered to be a level up yet? Is that... Oh, her level is still 14. Okay, that's why. That's why. My middle name translates into the Slandered One. That's why Slandered Gaming. Hey, I'm still missing a companion. I don't remember who you are. I have no idea who that last companion is. Oh, me bag. Oh, man. No other robot has equaled up to HK-47. Just in a class of his own. All right, here we go. You.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity?
Yes, I'm here. I investigated that distress signal from Roseway.
What's that? Speak up now.
About those secrets you asked me to look for.
What'd you turn up?
Oh, I had to... Damn, I had to bring it back to her. Found a toothpaste formula, but then I unfound it.
Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you.
I acquired some research on Raptidon Musk, but I found another buyer.
A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get
What's up,
home.
Cardinal? Yeah, I got Ellie, dude. How are you, man? I found a prototype weapon schematic from Force, but I lost it.
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
I think that's it.
Darnation. It sounded like a gold mine, but maybe that's just my old hopes getting in the way. I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now.
Oh, okay. Reputation still increased? That's interesting. I'll buy the Stellar Bay nav key. I guess. Hold on. Let me...
Anytime.
How much... How many bits do I have? I got 19,000, so this is no joke for me. But I assume I'll get plenty more money over time, so you know, whatever. I'll pay it.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire.
How much is Rogue Trader Voice? Like, if you could give a percentage, 40%?
You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Translation Star. Where is... Here's what I'm confused about. Weapons from the void. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. The laws mention rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged. Another part mentioned looking in Gladys' shop for old records. I'm confused. There's that over there. Oh, wait. Is there something upstairs that I missed? You don't necessarily need the nav key. The nav key is just the safer route. Got you. I already purchased it. It's all good. What in the hell are you pointing to? Yeah, I already looked at your stuff. Right, skill of weapon. Groundbreaker weapon. I'm confused. What is that pointing to?
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We just top off our ammo stock before we leave.
It's for sad to get a voiceover to Owlcat game like Co. Hey, that would be amazing. I would really, really enjoy that. One can dream. Oh, this is leading me to the medical center. I didn't know about this, but it's also actually bringing me closer here. I'm confused. Where is this supposed to be? Yeah, this is the med center, right? I'm so confused. Yeah, it's bringing me right back here. It's like trying to get me to do something or understand something that I don't understand. I already just went back here. Going over there again is not going to do anything. Yeah, there's an enemy here too. Think you need to climb up? I think so too, but I don't see a way to climb up. And that is what is bothering me. Yeah, no way to climb up over there. Oh, hey, look. Things I left behind. Anything else? No. I am... Noyoko is my favorite companion in Outer Worlds 1. Oh. That's who I don't have? Okay. Got you. I'll be on the lookout for her then. I'm so confused by what's supposed to be happening here. Can I... What happens if I look... So it doesn't seem like this is a low. Oh, it's not on the right floor. So it's not on the top floor either, right? Here we go. It's below me. Weapons from the void. Wait, this is the unreliable. It's towards the front. So, wait a minute. It's saying that it's somewhere towards the front. I'm so confused. Yeah, it's saying that it's right around here. I don't understand. Yep. So through here. Wait, in the back, all the way over there? Yeah, it's treating it like there's another section here that you can go through, but there's not. This is the first time the map is kind of failing me. You were in the right room when? This is very, very odd to me. Yep. And this is barred. Yeah, that was another way. I'm confused right now. What's up, warriors? How are you, dude? Not sure what that means when you say right now. Right, I went in there already. This is sealed. This is sealed. Nothing I can do there. Climb boxes. Oh, wait. Are these the boxes I need to climb? Yeah, hold on. Can you get on top of these? Doesn't seem like it. Now.
This is Halcyon Lee. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that an area back there? Hold on. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. What is this?
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Very interesting ones.
We got a fight on our hands. I've had quite enough of you.
Boom. Wow, look at that. There's a whole little secret area over here. I like that. That's actually kind of cool. There's a workbench. Hangar key card. Cool robot stuff. What else is around here? Oh, that's the door I couldn't get through before. Excellent. And got that. Ho, 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 ho. What do you have to say? We're rummaging a prototype hammer. Huh. Internal workings, troubles, annihilation. Nice. That's actually prismatic hammer. I'll take it. Ain't that handsome? What's this do? Hammersmith was working on a hammer weapon, the Pulse Hammer, when its rival company, Aramid Ballistics, stole the plans, rushed its development, and beat them to market, all the while ridiculing Hammersmith with a marketing campaign about them having no hammers in their weapon line. Hammersmith executives demanded the ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype was so expensive that it never entered production. So what makes it so great? Its damage is definitely paltry. It can do knockdown. So there's that, but okay. All right, fine. I said hi to someone in Twitch chat. I never get a reply. That's not true. Cardo usually says hello. All right. Click on inspect. Large to with an oversized head, able to cycle through damage types depending on the wielder's skill and science. Power attacks with this weapon release a blast of energy, hitting targets at a distance. Sweep attacks with this weapon deal multiple damage types at once. Oh, What is it that interesting? Hmm. So this probably doesn't really help what's her name, because you want to be using power attacks. And I'm not sure if her super is considered to be a power attack, but it is something to keep in mind. So Warriors, how long have I been gaming? Well, I've been gaming since I left my parents' house. That would have been when I was 18. So I guess at this point it'd be 22 years. If you're asking how long have I had a YouTube channel, it would be 4 years. Sublight, here we go. Sublight should be ready to talk, right? That weapon was one of my main weapons in my melee run, and buddy, it's OP. Nice, okay. So if you had your pick, what kind of role would you like? Hero, villain, crazy, or a hapless put up on schlub? Like, you know what I've always wanted in a game, and this is gonna sound super weird. I've always wanted to play this type of character in a game, and I've never had a game allow me to do it. But one of the most impactful movies that I can remember is Schindler's List. I saw that movie when I was very young. One of these days I'll rewatch it as an adult. But I loved the ending. The end where he's surrounded by all these people who love him and are so appreciative of what he did for them. And yet all he can think about is, I wish I had been able to do more. You know, he holds up his ring and says, I should have sold this ring and maybe I could have gotten a couple more lives. And I've always kind of wanted to play that hero who is always thinking about what more they could do. What more could I have done to make it happen? The closest I got to that is Inquisition. Inquisition lets you consistently choose dialogue options that were sorrowful, you know, and that made it clear you never really felt like what you were doing was enough, you know. But I've never played a game where I felt like it really truly went all the way and allowed you to be that hero who everybody else around you feels like, man, you do everything, you go all out, and I'm so glad you're here. Whereas you on the inside feel like none of your actions are really making the impact that they should be, and you've got to figure out how to do more. I think that would be so interesting. Anyone seen the new Superman movie trailers? They look very interesting to me. I have a lot of faith with James Gunn in charge of Superman. I'm not a fan of him being in charge of all of DC. I don't feel like there's enough variety in the types of movie he makes, but to be honest with you, I feel the same way about Zack Snyder. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. But I don't think that's really a spirited choice. But specifically in charge of Superman, I think James Gunn is going to do a great job. You never play games before 18? My father felt like games rotted your mind. So there were a couple of games he let me play like sparingly, but no, I never had a games console and I wasn't able to play games on a regular basis. It was powerful. Absolutely, Star. I felt like it was a really powerful movie, for sure. It helps providing. She uses power attacks if you set her AI to melee and close, and it's great on her. Got you. Okay.
You weren't followed, were you?
I got an app key to Stellar Bay. Is that job still up for grabs?
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Okay. What's Sublight doing in Fallbrook?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica.
She lubricates the entire community. Good Lord.
Thanks Sublight for their good time.
How unconventional? Asking for a friend.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
Wow. What kind of salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
So I'm going after Alta Vitae gas. What exactly is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited,
What's
the only thing
Indorol?
better than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah, yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
Good Lord.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation. Good. Every salvage crew needs one.
I'll take the job.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
No problem. Anything else I should know about Monarch?
Few laws and even fewer people to enforce them.
Ah,
If you're
Sublight
working
has
for
a
the
separate
right
reputation.
side,
Okay, cool.
it's a fucking paradise.
It's a total conversion mod for Skyrim.
Probably
Huh.
nothing to worry
Is it
about.
good? Did you enjoy it?
Probably.
Well, that set me at ease.
All right.
We're not gonna have to hurt anybody, are we?
Might have to. So on Steam is a free download for Skyrim owners. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. Yeah, I played Skyrim. I definitely enjoyed it, but I never played that mod before. We do not have to run all the way back, right? Unreliable. I don't think there's anything else I need to do here, so let's go. Another bowl cut is iconic to Guy Gardner, but nobody can make it work in the mod area. But that's the thing. It's the whole point is he's supposed to be corny, yo.
Impeccable timing, Captain.
Whoa.
I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure. Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Put him on the screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram.
Okay.
I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
A hotbed of political activity. Sounds like fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters.
Yikes.
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
Okay.
Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Got some questions for you.
Come see me in my...
All right.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Got a mop top right now. Your hair naturally goes that way. That's awesome. Man, he saw money as something other than saving lives as he put himself in such dangerous situations with people he didn't know. So weird watching Schindler's List. I disliked black and white movies before that, but when I was watching it was like my eyes were seeing color, which was odd.
Welcome back, Captain.
The content as the color.
How can I be of assistance?
Yeah, exactly, Star. I agree, for sure. You mentioned an Aether Wave drama. I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Oh! Murder on Eridanos. This is the DLC. Ruth Bellamy. I don't remember which one is supposed to be first.
had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant
Whoa,
Larkin.
lady.
And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there.
Whoa!
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news.
Ooh.
Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
That sounds interesting.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator
90,000 XP? Nice.
Off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating.
Huh.
With you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Interesting. I saw Raging Bull and I agree. It was fantastic. That was a really cool scene, a really cool cutscene. In fact, I probably think it's the best one in the game. It seems like they really amped up the budget for some of this DLC content. That's awesome. Because this girl made her old trailer for this, basically. How about I just call you Lou? Let me guess, this is about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo
All right,
brand.
it's meant for level 30, okay.
She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Mm-hmm. And your first thought was to come to me?
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico monopolized your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad
Sublight.
we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I was shaken by the news myself. Helen brought a lot of joy to this colony.
You're a compassionate person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a
Is that Brandon Keener? That I'm not sure of.
for transforming her art into wealth.
See, this guy on my brain is singing.
The money she made
The
us
dude looks like a lady saw.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I kind of agree, Jeff. I was honestly so-so on this game the first time I played it, but this second playthrough, I'm really, really enjoying it. Gentlemen, please, as far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots. Can we get back to actually let them argue?
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
Damn.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense? Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You are a gifted leader. Your presence alone inspires excellence. That kind of leadership may be exactly what we
I
need.
wonder if that's based on my
As I'm concerned,
stats.
you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Just how many people are involved in this communication?
Just the three of us.
Just checking. It's getting hard to follow this with all the arguing.
You must excuse us. The situation on Eridanos is...
Love how bored Ada looks during these
If we don't
calls.
bring
Completely
Howard's killer to
uninterested.
justice, this scandal could scupper our entire operation. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
You can count on me.
The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
No problem. Helen must have been pretty popular if Def could put it into your operation.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law
They're
is
mine.
simple. Politics are complicated.
This is true. Relax. There's nothing I can't handle.
I'm pleased to hear that. From everything I've heard, you're a competent freelancer. And at the risk of sounding impertinent, we desperately need the help of someone competent. Thank you for your time, Captain. Whenever you're ready, I've authorized the Unreliable to land at the Grand Colonial.
It's interesting.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now clear to
Invitation.
land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
Nice. I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows. Desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Thanks, Ada. It's weird that we got the notification for that quest first, when that's supposed to be the high-level one. And I got a perk out of it. Let's see. Oh, so now I have to figure out what I want to start manually increasing, right? When human... Okay, so this would make humans cower more often. That's not bad. Chance to scramble. Not bad either. Terrify. I don't care about sneak. Sneak attacks are irrelevant. Hack. Automated. Distance. Find a pristine item. Lockpicking speed is increased to be near instant. The first item in every locked container which is free to open can be stolen without consequences. I do want the 4th drug from my inhaler. Science. Oh, and I absolutely want that increase in ray damage. Stuff is whatever for me right now, but I guess long term I probably want more of it. When enemies kill an enemy, yeah. You know what? Let's start with this. That way I can ensure that my healing is on point. Okay, I got the 2 weight categories. They also gave you 90,000 XP. Yeah, I noticed that. Super nice. Double highlight range. 10 plus 10 for all. Bonus to dialogue skills. We have, oh, that's when you have no companions in your party. When you critically hit a target, no. When using a companion ability, has a chance. Yeah, we'll definitely want that. And then, oh, Ellie, what's the deal? It's a reset ability. I mean, I guess I'm not going to be using her all that often anyway. To reset ability cooldown on ability use. Sure, why not, Felix? Go ahead, take it. Now, Parvati, what's the deal? Ability damage. Reload speed. We'll definitely going to take ability damage. I'm big on using those abilities, and I want to make sure it's a big deal when to do. Let's go ahead and increase the threat. Actually, no. Whoops. Range damage. 20% negative reputation. Reduce negative reputation. That's interesting. 30% chance to reset ability cooldown or more damage. We're going to go with more damage. Now, that and that. Okay. There's a complete lone wolf build for his fans, which is good for solo players. Yeah, I'm just never been into solo play. Never been my thing. Where is... They said I just unlocked it. The last roll of Halcyon Helen. Oh, okay, yeah. Eridanus. Oh, cool. So it does mark it clearly in your journal. That's interesting. That's cool. Space crime continue. Retrieve the missing passcode. Stellar Bay. Okay. There we go. Now that's properly marked. And Monarch. There we go. That's where it's supposed to be going. Warning, dangerous. Cascadia landing pad. We'll go to the Stellar Blade landing pad instead. And bam. And move forward. Awesome. Fan stupid phone. Awesome. All right. We are now in a new area, and I think this is a good place to go ahead and stop. Once again, I will be back on tomorrow live streaming the Summer Games Show. Looking forward to that. Should be a great time. A lot of great games that are on deck to be announced. And then Saturday, Owlcat announcement. Really looking forward to that. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the stream today. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Take care, Star. Have a good one, dude. What's up, Sarah Bonde? I would love an RPG that has a unique storyline for a player who lone wolfs it. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be something extra for all the solo players out there. Night Keck, Night Theo, Night Jeff. Take care, Darmo. Take care, Jovi. The show starts at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep. Appreciate you, dude. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Have a good night. Night, Davey. Yep, me too. Thanks, Jovi. See you there.